I see that you are, all three of you, the bad boys in a boy band.
Bad boy.
We are a bad boy band.
They're also true. That would be a bad
Boy band.
boy band. Bunch of bad boys in a band. That would be terrible. Oh, there he goes.
What was
Is
that?
that like directly making it impossible for you to see something?
I don't know. There's a part of me that is convinced 100%, and I know it's probably just the television, that we're all like blown out always, every stream.
Damn.
There's too much light on us.
I mean, I'm a living bounce, so
That is true. I can confirm.
Yeah, anytime they're like doing lighting levels, I'm like, you'll tell where the light is. You have me on stage.
I can't see any. Oh my goodness.
God. Oh yeah. there's
ooh,
one
the
lit.
Mirror Maven.
Oh, we got a band name. The Mirror Maven.
Except it's really fucking awkward whenever you call yourselves that. They're like, do you have the mirror scale? No.
No. What do you mean? Well, hello everyone. I like Sabloka's little poem song.
Thank you,
Thank you.
folks.
Thank you.
Yeah, there's when we do eventually get around to fixing our background, we should also just make sure that we're not 100% blowing ourselves
The thing
out.
is, it's the screen. Okay, stop giving me the stupid overlay.
It is somewhat the screen.
Because from my angle, it looks great.
Mm-hmm. And if we are, you're looking at an old,
mean,
one of them old YouTube
No.
videos. Huh?
It's 360p. No.
Because like what I see
I don't look better
right now,
than
if I look at the television, except for the chat, it's just like light.
Plenty reasonable,
Oh, yeah.
but we're not blown up.
Okay, well then it's fine.
It's from my
You're used to dark mode in life.
Great. We look.
Dark
It
mode.
looks like there's sufficient light in the room, which is great for the.
You adopted the darkness.
Mm.
I was also.
Oh, okay.
I am also a living bounce. So
Hello. Thanks, Sabloka.
we're gonna start
What?
this off right. You know what? No, not while we're getting a whole lot of people coming in. We have some announcements to make, but we'll just wait until a few more people have shown up. Hi. We're Bad Boy Band.
Yeah.
And
Mirror Maven,
I am
yeah.
Bad Boy
You are-
Band manager, who is probably also evil, because as far as I can tell, all managers are evil.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm going to use their singing ability to unlock the 7th portal.
You're spoiling the plot to Interstellar 5555.
Oh my god, that reminds me. We have to watch Josie and the Pussycats.
Yes.
In movie night.
Shockingly.
It's
Better than you.
surprisingly
Yeah.
good.
I was like, you mean we have to watch it like now?
Yeah,
you
now.
watch it?
Series
Saw it
canceled.
like 3 months ago.
Yes, we do.
Right now. Sorry everyone. No stream. Let's go. Go. Oh, wow.
Listen, when the four of us hang out, we sometimes discuss the theater that we've seen. And like sometimes the theater that we've seen is very highfalutin, very la-di-da. And sometimes when we all get together, what we end up watching is trash or 2 steps above trash. Josie and the Pussycats follows solidly in the 2 steps above trash.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's shocking that a movie made around that time aged relatively well. That doesn't happen all
No.
Josie and the Pussycats, because they're a band.
Yeah.
Movies from the late 90s, early 2000s had very aggressive video editing, like film editing specifically,
Yeah.
which did not age
Well,
well at
because
all.
they had just moved into digital film editing, so they could do so much.
Yeah.
Rather
And
than
they
having to
did.
fucking cut everything
Physically, yeah, that's
literally
fair.
and tape it together.
Yeah.
Like,
Y'all get weird, right?
Yeah.
we do the weird stuff.
That was a nice little thing.
You'll have to pay to see those cards going through vendors.
Because we were doing the Roaring 20s dance workout this morning.
This is correct. Elizabeth and I did a dance workout this morning, which was Roaring 20s themed,
Oh,
aka
it was tough. Oh
like
my
electro,
God.
like it was
Yeah.
like contemporary music. And a song from Chicago.
It was so fun, but it was incredibly difficult.
That was good. It was good.
All Charleston.
Kate and I were doing a roaring dance routine yesterday as well.
Yeah.
Except by roaring, it meant roaring thunder.
Oh,
It's
oh,
the
that's
way.
true. Man,
was fun.
I'm glad it was fun. A little bit from the sky while you were.
And then we were like, okay, the act that we came to see, we got to see it, and then they straight up shut down the venue because the weather was making it unsafe to be there. But you know what we're trying not to be at all times is unsafe.
Ooh. Ooh.
How are we safe? Well, some people may use umbrellas and ponchos. We use pieces of plastic safety cards. They maximize our safety and by extension maximize our fun. You in the chat do not have cards. You do have options, and I'll explain those in a second. What does the green card mean? It means, as the play card, that I am enthusiastically consenting to the roleplay that is happening, even if my character may appear otherwise. The yellow card, also known as a pause card, means heads up table. I need to make you all aware of something. And once that information has been communicated, we should be clear to continue. A red card, stop card, I am not okay to continue. In our case, this usually means we'll go to a BRB screen. We'll all discuss internally, and we will only continue play if everybody at the table is cool to do so. What options do you have? Well, you could message us at RPGClinic, so you could use the whisper command to message us, then it will be read by all of us. You could also message one of our moderators. Today we have Kung Fu Fenris, our safety wolf, in chat, and he can pass along your feedback anonymously if you so choose. And another thing you can always do, this is always an option that's available to you, is you can close the chat, turn off the video, leave the stream. Of course, we'd be sad to see you go, but you have to check in with yourself and you have to prioritize your safety in this. Thank you for doing that.
And thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
One of us actually does want to see you go. You won't believe which one.
Okay.
Yes, no.
Okay. Okay. You ready? I did. What? You put that shit on the side, Liz. Oh, good times.
Folks, if you're here, that means that you get to hear. We'll just thrust this announcement out into the world for now. We're in July. Yesterday was Canada Day. In 2 days, it will be Independence Day, which means that if the aliens do manage to conquer the Earth, this might not matter. But in 2 weeks from today, so that's not this session, that's not next session, it is the session afterwards. We said we were going to do this with a new campaign. We're actually going to start it earlier. We are going to shift times to 1400 Eastern, 2 p.m. So 3 hours earlier than we started today. That's in 2 weeks. Not today, not next week, the week after. We're going to give it a shot. We're going to see how we feel about the earlier start.
how you
feel about the earlier start.
Results from our survey were very largely in favor of earlier times, since we do have such a large European base, but also that we seem to land in opportune times in the day, even for people in North America. So yeah.
It's option for us. We'll be able to eat at a decent time.
This is fair too. Plus, do all that weird stuff after.
We do the
That Kung Fu Fenris is insinuating we do. I
So
just like
What
it
does
when
weird
it's light
stuff
out.
mean?
if weirdness were here, they could explain it to us.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That's a much better.
Let me get out my PowerPoint.
Very. I'll tell you. Yeah, surfer,
Yeah.
for sure.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this does mean that we'll be able to remind everyone again at the end of today's session, and we'll remind you again next week, because it's only the following week that we're changing times.
Yeah.
So don't panic. Or do.
No panic, but celebration is allowed. I see a Yay Canada and a Yay earlier streams.
July the
16th.
16th, that's 2 weeks.
Not next week, the week after.
Correct.
That way you've got some time to rearrange your schedules just for us.
Pre-plan your Sunday dinners.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can make them while
Like
washing
ship
up.
Some of that roast. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There you
Yeah.
go.
This won't be the earliest we've ever streamed. It'll be the earliest we've ever streamed regularly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now that we've done that, why don't we just have a recap?
Oh shit! All right.
Bao and now were escorted to a luxury dungeon suite, complete with 2 4-post beds, but only 1 bath, which means Oda invites Bao to join, and they accept. Meanwhile, Don and Jai talk about home, Omashu, dreams, and paths not taken as they bask in the afterglow. Young Su hurries off to tell Kai Ming that he isn't ready for a relationship, but also reveals his recent physical liaison, much to her dismay. Bao's too focused on wearing the Sauron mask to engage in any fun and is soon brought to trial, where they are forgiven their trespasses but forced to publicly reveal their airbending. The group is invited to discuss business more privately, revealing that Councilwoman Takata is there and has bought the Saurons. Dawn excuses herself to the washroom with Now in tow. Bao tries to play it cool, and Yongsu can't help but to speak up. Kai Ming, on the other hand, prepares to hit Yongsu over the head. Can Bao talk themselves out of this mess? Will Dawn save her order and the spirit world? Did Yongsu actually confess to evil twin Selah?
I don't know. I don't know. Oh, man.
That's a.
I think it's probably pretty on
Yeah,
Kung Fu Fenders.
still true.
Yeah.
I specifically tried to make it about
Spot on.
our origins.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's good. Spot on. Well, damn. I mean, it was action-packed.
No, there was no bomb for once. There was
For
no explosion. Yeah.
First
Yeah.
time.
Yes.
Or
Yeah.
was there an explosion in someone's
Oh.
heart?
Oh.
I'll remind you that you're getting awfully close to growth. Speaking of exploding in your pants,
That heart.
I'm gonna go.
I said heart.
Goodbye.
No.
Bye, John. Oh.
No, ride it out.
That shame turns to joy real fast. Ride it out.
Ride the wave.
Trust me, I stream weekly as well.
Did I just? Is this the first time you tuned in?
First, yeah, it's the pirate first time, huh? You know.
And I know it's not the first time you've tuned in, but did I just quit on stream? Kinda. More like a semi-forced retirement.
Would you angrily like tear off your jacket and throw it down? Like, is that what you would do, or would you take your chair and smash it?
Oh my god.
If you've seen the Critical Darling and Commercial Failure LARPs, you would know the answer.
God damn. Whoa.
So you'd get in a car and run us all down.
I would.
So much self-referencing.
What is happening? Legit answer, I think it would be a head bonk on the mic, followed by like a melt into a puddle. Like a sneak under the thing.
Oh my god.
I didn't, 'cause there's a hole. Good.
Okay, fine. I'll move the fuck.
Everyone can have a meltdown except Scott.
I
Okay.
just take it out and then it like has to rest on your legs. You just have to keep your legs braced all session. To keep
That's
stay
not my legs.
Oh dear.
Zablica, to
Something's
answer your
going on
question,
with this
just quickly, do the
Your
recaps...
bow.
Oh,
Think
jeez.
about your bow and your staff.
Go ahead, John.
Do
Sorry.
the recaps take a lot of work? They take work.
Yeah.
The oh,
Thanks, Gil.
That's really
Holy hell.
I was talking and I hear like I see the three of you react. I'm like, what?
Well,
What did
the
I say?
chat, all of chat filled up with like, other
Yeah.
people. Enjoy your emotes.
Big hearts. Big ups. Wow. What a sweetheart. Thank you,
So
Gil.
kind. Thank you, girl.
We got some cool people there too. Also, NFL, we miss your dice.
Yeah,
We don't.
we're
We
looking
have the dice.
forward
Oh,
to-
they're always
yeah.
there. But
Using them.
we do miss.
I
We
often
miss D10.
play with them during
Um,
stream.
Oh, yes, the
So, do they take a lot of work? They definitely take work. The problem is when we improvise the recaps, they ended up taking like 4 minutes to get through or longer, and that just is not a great idea.
Yeah, we alternate. Every week, the person who recorded it is also the person who writes it. They send it to everybody else, and we suggest edits if we need to get it to a minute or less, and then we record it before going live.
Yeah. John thankfully
John
has set up a few like presets in terms of filters, and he cuts out our breaths for us so that we don't go.
The problem is the filters make the breaths very noticeable.
Yeah, exactly.
that's fair.
Young Sue does a.
God.
Oh my god!
Yeah, how did you get my audition tape
It
for
is
this
what he
show?
normally does, though. Yeah.
It is true.
I do like. I also like Dio. I do.
Yeah.
Dio getting that sweet laugh emote, I think is tier 3. I can't remember now, but
We have to look at our.
Damn.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
We actually
need to add more
we need to add
stuff,
some more.
yeah.
Emotes.
You just did.
That was a reality check, I'll tell you. Logging into my creator dashboard for the first time in like possibly
Too
years,
long.
and seeing how many emote slots and animated emote slots I had available. Oh my goodness.
We'll get some good emotes in there.
Oh yeah.
And now that it's also easy to like move emotes, we can get like game specific emotes.
That reminds me, I have to stream some more just for the sake of being able to do that.
Yeah, good idea. Yay!
Set reminder. Kate, Stream Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah, basically.
Good
mean-
morning, Cade.
Isn't that going to happen?
Today was stream day.
Thanks, Poog.
How could a train have not started?
Well,
Maybe
well,
the
it's
train is
coming,
still
yeah.
happening.
Well, I'm about to
See
kick.
the train here.
Yeah,
Wow.
unfortunately.
It's a surprise train, a secret train.
Secret train.
There we go.
We haven't sung that nearly as many times as we did in Nexus.
Huh.
Yeah, we haven't gone through any tunnels.
Maybe John's been
Well-
on
Note
purpose.
to self.
I have,
Finds
but
and-
that's sort of a different.
Are you ready to find out if Youngsu's dead?
Yes, so ready.
I joked to Liz earlier today. I was like, you know what? Like, there's a cat on my lap. Just tell John and Kate I won't be there. Just, Youngsu, like, send them this photo of me. And then just CG me here and I'll be dead.
He's just unconscious,
kidding.
yeah.
Can you just imagine though if like the cliffhanger was like somebody about to hit you over the head and then we start the session, I'm like, and you're dead.
Oh,
Thanks for coming. Thanks for driving all the way
thanks
here.
for driving. Yeah. Hey, I just want to hang out with my friends and play some games,
We'll just roll some dice
You
and
can't play the game.
Yeah, play the game.
Because you're dead.
Oh, no.
Take a
Scott,
walk
do you want to
with
help
us.
with...
Oh, he's still dead.
Sometimes that's worth a lot. Why does this paper just say air on it? Do you know? Okay. Anyway, sorry, John.
anyway, looking forward to being able to start the stream 3 hours earlier in 2 weeks. 2 weeks, not next week, not today. 2 weeks. But I guess we should get started.
You chew.
Getting hit on the head. It's one of those things that really differs from real life compared to in fiction. The idea that somebody can get knocked out with one punch. It is possible, but it doesn't happen as often as you would see. But also, people can die from one punch, which you don't typically see in these sorts of things. But, concussions, brain trauma, all of these things are pretty nasty. In a role-playing game, not the same sort of thing. So I have to ask, before we start, first, to acknowledge the fact that hitting somebody in the head, probably not a good idea to do. But second, it can be a lot of fun to hit somebody on the head in a role-playing game. So, Youngsu,
Yep.
or rather Scott, actually. I guess.
Okay.
Scott, do you mind just reminding everybody where you are right now?
In this moment, Youngsu is in like a large government office sort of chamber where Bao was being received by, or we were being received by Bao's parents, cousin Kaitsuke, all of the Sawans, and Councilwoman Takada. Kaiming was there, Now and Don are not. I believe Youngsu's last two statements were inflammatory accusations directed at Councilwoman Takada, insinuating Ko the Face Stealer involvement, and, oh, she would never get married, double underline, red ink. That was probably the last thing that happened.
I didn't mean to set you up for the reveal, but it was great.
No, that was a good. I'll take the layup
Yeah.
for sure.
And then Kaiming
Hits me in the head.
is going to hit you in the head.
Okay.
I just have to ask, what are you planning on doing about this? Technically, I don't have to. Technically, I can just say it happens, and I can just have this happen. Because I don't roll dice.
This is true.
But I am going to give you the opportunity to react to this if you wish.
I mean, I think Youngsu is incredibly surprised.
Cool, so you're going to take it.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
All right. So we're just going to go right into this. Youngsu, you're not going to take an injury from this.
Okay.
Instead, I am going to have it be, I'm just going to give you, here, I'll show your fatigue. Currently, this is where you stand. Bao is fresh as a daisy. Don only has 1 fatigue. Youngsu, you have 2, and you're also feeling guilty at the moment. Youngsu, I'm just going to give you 1.
Okay.
But I am going to have you, so like you're basically, it's a glancing blow.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm giving you 1 fatigue, but I'm also going to give you the status of, not doomed, stunned.
Makes sense to me.
That seems appropriate.
Okay, cool.
And to jump in, because Ellie Spot, I know you had that question earlier, we are no longer prepared. We asked John before the stream. We're no longer considered prepared.
Foot. Oh, did I get like a cool ass squirrel
Cool.
or a chipmunk?
That's nice. I like that. Youngsu kind of definitely like at least takes a knee, if not both. Kind of almost collapsing to the floor, and he turns around to stare up at Kai Ming in complete surprise and shocked.
I'll take that. She reaches forward and takes your staff.
There's more than a little resistance.
Come now, I'm certain that his ability with that weapon is no more cutting than his sorry attempt at words. He won't cause us any more harm. Thank you for dealing with him.
Kaiming folds the staff into three, like unscrews, folds the staff into three, and then just puts it behind her own back.
Well, that was a dramatic way of dealing with the problem.
I'm so glad that you see it that way. Councilwoman Takata steps forward. Because he is, like it or not, going into the spirit realm.
Of course.
You are no longer stunned. But I've stripped your weapon.
Correct.
Take that.
Now, is there anything else we should discuss?
When you make it to the spirit realm, you will be the first colonist. You will make a statement to the press. You will ensure that the mission will go successfully. And if your friends wish to help you, I would say that this would be a good time for them to speak up with any disagreements they may have. We already know that the Seeker is on board because of the Order of Passage. And you, of course, are on board because of your association with the Sawan. What about your bounty hunter friend?
She'll follow mine.
Excellent. Then you will board a ship to return home tomorrow. After all, we want to give Bao the chance to see their family before they go.
Would be nice.
And just in case there's any hesitation that you may have about participating, let me remind you, Young Su, there are still charges pending against you for your assault. You will be thrown in jail if you do not cooperate. And we have your staff. If you want it back, you'll play nice.
I'm not one of many words. If you'd like this statement to the press to be eloquent,
Oh, we'll craft one for you. You know how to read, don't you?
Youngsu physically bites his tongue, and there's like a very clear like inside his mouth. You can see it.
After all, they do have to know how to add figures. You said you were a farmer
I was.
in Gondong.
Everything will go according to your plan. Don't worry. Make sure that I'm up to date on whatever it is you require of me and what any of us are required of, and we will carry out the tasks before us.
Excellent. I do have one more question. What were you doing at Kyoshi Island?
Tracking someone.
Ooh.
He's dead now. It doesn't matter.
Courier.
A courier?
A courier.
Why would you be tracking a courier all the way across the ocean?
He was theoretically in possession of a valuable item.
What item would that be?
Some artifact that we were told was worth a great sum. We didn't have all of the details. We were hoping to gather them. We followed him to the explosion at the Fire Nation embassy, and that is where he was last seen. His bag, however, was retrieved and searched, and it only contained, and Bao reaches into their pocket and shows some of the Salon gold.
Where is the mirror scale now?
Oh, that's the name of the thing, of the artifact. Then I wouldn't know.
I want you to roll a trick for me.
Feels right, yeah.
Perfect. What's empty?
Oh, you
Creativity.
didn't lie.
Oh,
about
no.
it,
Oh.
Other than not knowing what the artifact was.
Yay, my dice didn't roll 2 1s. That is 13.
Didn't roll 2-1.
Okay,
that
well
was-
then
that
you're
was
pretty good at
fine.
tricking, so you get to pick 2. You can either take a +1 forward to acting against Councilwoman Takata. You can have Councilwoman act foolishly, so then you'll get an additional opportunity, or you can have them overcommit so that they're deceived for some time.
So, friends, I'm thinking +1 forward and overcommit, so they're
Yeah.
received.
Good
Yeah.
to me. I like her looking foolish, but
Yeah.
that's not appropriate here. Seems good.
We'll wait for her to be in the middle of town, right?
and
yeah.
then
Yeah.
We are indeed looking for this artifact. You have no idea where it may be.
If he ever had it and he managed to sneak it out of his parcel before the embassy was exploded, we are uncertain as to whether he knew that that was coming. It did seem the combustion vendor who tried to kill myself and now Oda did imply that they were hired to do so. Now, if he did that and staged his own disappearance, then it could stand to reason that he also staged this empty container, and he and this mirror scale are somewhere out there.
no artifact be worth all this trouble.
I think artifacts, the whole point of them is that they are special, valuable, powerful.
Young man, I'm going to give you one more chance. But only one. You are currently scheduled to go into the spirit world as soon as you arrive back in Republic City under pomp and circumstance. It is, after all, a chance for you to finally gain some wealth and notoriety. You'll be something. But I can see that you're hesitating, so I will tell you this. If you can tell me where the courier is, I will wipe your debt clean.
I'll tell you what I know. I believe that he's dead. However, if he isn't, was of the Water Tribe? Southern or northern, I don't know.
That's not useful to me.
I'm so sorry.
Where is the seeker? For I much desire to speak with her. Sorry, tell me where.
Yeah, very good, yeah.
She's fallen into shadow.
I look towards the door and then manage to. Sorry, I'm gonna try to sneak a peek at Kai Ming, just to see if she looks sorry for what she's done.
She looks like Kai Ming.
Stoic, yeah, focused, yeah, good.
Relatively happy, but
Oh, that's nice. Okay, cool.
assume that she went to the washroom. Should I go retrieve her?
No. No, I think that if she's experiencing gastric distress, we can leave her be. We'll have time to speak on the ship that we'll be taking.
Wonderful to know that we'll be traveling together.
Absolutely. Have you ever traveled by airship, Young Soo?
No.
Think you'll enjoy it. Being in the air, being able to look down and seeing all that we've accomplished. You. Yes? Come along. We have to go prepare for our journey. Sorry. But you know how it goes.
Youngsu mouths, like, I think he voices it a little bit, but he says, I don't.
That's okay.
Not super, super loud, but...
You can always go find comfort with your friend. The one you cared about more than me.
He can't meet her eyes.
It's too bad, you know. We could have had so much. And she crosses around the table and steps over to Takata's side. I'll keep your staff safe. Don't worry.
Thank you. Before I head into the spirit world, I'll fetch it from you.
Goodbye, Young Soo.
We'll be seeing each other again.
Goodbye. And then Takata and Kaiming turn and start walking out. Your parents and Kaisuke are still hanging out. Is everything all right? Why are we here? Are we staging some sort of ambush?
For some
Sorry to
reason I
interrupt.
thought that was one of Bao's parents. I'm like,
This. How could they have agreed to that without talking to me at all? The order. And who knows what they're telling Jai to do right now? Probably start a war that's gonna be. They're going to war with the spirit world.
I'm not convinced. How could you do war against an entire world? Wait. No, we tried to do that
Right?
years ago. Never mind.
The war wasn't even directed at the spirit world, and still it was enough to make the library be sealed off from all of humanity. I am so close to going out and finding it for myself and convincing Wan Shi-tong to let us in, and this is all... so much more would be lost than just that.
That's still an option.
I wanted to say so much. I wanted to yell at her. I'm not supposed to show emotions, like, around people. That's what the order teaches us to do, but I wanted to just yell at her. I've never wanted to yell at anyone so much before. And I know I have to go back, and I know that Bao is doing their incredible political thing. I get it. But I'm just so mad at everyone.
You're not mad at everyone. You're mad at the situation. And we can focus that anger. So, take 5 seconds to really feel it, to engage with it, to let it burn within you. And then, just like fire, it burns out.
What if I want to stomp my foot really hard and make a column of stone smash this bathroom to bits? Am I allowed to do that?
I'm not telling you anything you can or can't do. I would argue that this might not make it easy for you to get along with others. But after 5 seconds, if you still feel you need to, just give me an opportunity to leave so that I don't get crushed. Not an earthbender. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Kind of like slumps a little bit.
When some fire burns out, it burns out and leaves nothing but dust and ash. But other fires leave behind charcoal, clay that has been fired into pottery, iron that's been hardened to steel. What fire do you want?
I need the strength to look certain people in the eye and not give away everything.
Then you must pay much more attention to Bao.
I know. I didn't realize what we were walking into, or I would have asked for lessons. How can they? They were just able to look at Takata and say everything that she wanted to hear. But like, they're already coming up with a plan. I can tell.
They aren't coming up with a plan. They've had a plan for a long time.
I can't have a... I don't do plans. I just need to be the one who doesn't forget about the spirit world. That's what I need to do. If everyone else is deemed that they are lesser than, or that they had it coming, or that, oh, they're in a neighborhood in Republic City, so it's fine that we just move in there. It's not. And I need to be the one who stands firm, even if that makes me like a mountain amongst a forest fire or something.
Spoken like an earthbender.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
I wish I knew what they were telling Jai. I
You
don't
won't
want
find it here.
Now, thank you. I don't feel braver necessarily, but I feel stronger.
That'll do. She reaches her hand out. Come. I sure hope young Sue's still alive.
Oh no, he's not. Knowing him, he's not.
Oh. Rip in pepperonis.
What's pepperonis?
It's a Fire Nation sausage.
Don't have to show me
Oh, I've tried Fire sausage.
Whoa!
I am shifting your balance, Elizabeth. One more towards freedom.
This is fair. It's disturbing, but fair.
Oh, you'll be fine.
She wasn't.
When you get back, this whole thing has come out. So, in the room right now, in this kind of hall, done. Now, Youngsu, Bao, Bao's parents, Kaisuke, Ha. That's it.
That's it.
Okay, so what's our actual angle? And Bao like leans on. I assume there's like a boardroom table or something. Leans on the table and looks at Kaisuke.
Kaisuke does one of these. Glances at parents, glances at now, glances as now comes in, glances back to Bao. Angles can be acute or obtuse.
And you did for
Rude.
Opted for what? Sorry, I didn't
Obtuse?
hear. Yeah, Takata and Kaiming have left. There's going to be an excursion onto the spirit world. We're going to prove our military might in that we will not lose any ground in the spirit world. What is the question here? I'm not sure I understand what you're asking.
This is actually the whole plan. We don't have a secondary angle or leverage, or we always have dozens of irons in the fire.
Your mother lowers her spectacles. My child, of course we have multiple irons in the fire. Why would you think otherwise? It's true that you haven't been...
This plan is going to fail.
Why do you think that?
The spirit realm can't be conquered. I don't care how much technology we have. That woman is a master manipulator and will not pay you a red cent.
We're not looking to conquer the spirit world.
She is.
She's a fool.
She won't pay us if we don't do what she wants us. How
The advance that she promised us of the fee is more than enough for us to be able to reclaim what we have lost. We will, in good faith, move into the spirit world with them. We will, indeed, make a show of our military might. But we are not a nation of conquerors any longer. We're here to keep the peace.
by invading?
How long will you be in the spirit world for?
There's a crack as Bao's father just slams his hands on the chair that he's on, stands up, turns, and just stalks, not in the same direction as Takata left, stalks towards the bathrooms.
It's where
Father.
people have a good rage.
Yeah.
He does not answer you unless you...
I was gonna try to chase after him.
Bao! Bao! This is your mother. Like, I assume you're just going to keep going. Father has made it like halfway to the bathrooms and then has stopped and is just like... He's got his fist up against the wall. All of this is madness. I'm glad at least somebody else sees it.
So we need to go far enough to get this advance pay.
The original plan was simply to just prove that we still have value. That we have now not only a measure of military might, but also technology and the wisdom to use both. And here we are proving it using the only battleground that we can that the Fire Nation hasn't already attempted to take.
How far do we need to go to get this advance payment?
We have to make it into the spirit world. We have to protect the settlement. None of these things are things that I consider terribly off the wall. Merely protecting people, that's fine.
What experience do our soldiers have with the spirits? Have they been making excursions near the spirit portal in Republic City?
That
Both
is
in the
why
north
we
and south?
invested in the Order of Passage. So that we could get knowledge of the spirit world.
The Order of Passage isn't interested in...
Who do you think we put up to investigate this? The Oda clan. And that's why Jai was there. To make sure that everything went smoothly and to report back.
I will find a way to fix this for the family.
Have you turned your back on us?
If you choose to go along with this half-cocked plan, rather than making sure that it is to your advantage, that it actually makes us successful, actually advances the family, rather than the short-term goal of getting yourselves out of debt, if you stick to this foolish course of action...
He looks back towards the room where Young-Soo and everyone and your mother still is, and then looks back at you.
I want to try to rescue us.
The family is divided. And so I'm going to give you two choices. You can leave now. You can run. I'll give you whatever money I can. You'll have to make it on your own out there without the name. Maybe your friends can help you. Maybe you can help them escape as well.
Father, we need to
He
write
just,
the
like,
course.
wraps his arms around them and just pulls them in so tight. It's the
Bastard's
kind of hug that
ugly
only
cry.
like a the only hug like a big dad can give.
Oh,
And just
so sweet.
he's weeping. Like you can feel the tears fall from his cheeks into Bao's hair. And they're just this like overwhelming moment.
Don runs over to Young-Soo to see how he is.
But physically.
Physically fine. He's probably still on the floor. He doesn't really have any truck with the Sawans in the room, so he's just sitting there with Ha.
Are you okay?
Ha is clinging to you.
Sure.
Keisuke is watching you too very closely. Like inappropriately closely. Like,
How long would the army be in the spirit world?
I don't know. I'm not a general.
Someone better have made that decision.
Like I said, I'm not a general.
Then I'm not asking. Then I'm asking someone who would know.
I would ask a general.
Would it be possible to speak to General Jai?
I don't know. I'm not a general.
If I wanted to speak with him, where might I find him?
Well, to know where a general would be, one would have to be a general. What's wrong? Don't you like what your order has decided for you?
Don looks ready to say something and then kind of looks at Bao for a second.
Well, Belle's not there.
This
Well,
conversation's happening like
They're across the room.
Yeah.
I can see them.
Yeah.
Right.
I thought they were in a hallway.
You said he stopped halfway out.
Yeah, half into the bathroom.
Oh. Okay, well,
I thought we were just the other side of the room.
Don looks in the direction Bao left.
Wait, I just want to make sure, because he definitely wouldn't have said what he said if he was still in the room
Okay, cool.
where other people would have been able to hear.
Cool. So then
Are you okay
we're
with-
outside. That's fine.
Okay.
That'll be fine.
You're just outside.
Don looks in the direction Bao left.
Okay, that's fine.
The agreement I had agreed upon with them before I departed had some minor differences, and I wanted
What sort of agreement was that?
well, as a high-ranking member of the Order, of course I am privy to all of the deals that they strike with high-ranking political members.
Are you a general?
I am a seeker.
It's too bad. If you were a general, you'd know where to find Jai.
Your obsession with military might is disgusting.
Ah! How's your head? Does it hurt?
No. It's fine.
That's too bad. If you die, may I have a look inside?
This is the last place I would ever want my body to be left.
Where would you want it to be left, young sir?
You don't know anything about me. Let me tell you. I would want it to be in my home.
Where's your home?
It doesn't exist anymore.
Then I guess you'll never die.
I fucking sorry. I leap over the table like
Don
legit like go.
Don tries to intercede.
I think this can happen. This interception can happen. There's like a full on like I'm gonna beat this person.
Where's your step?
And then Keisuke just puts her goggles down. And then you see when she blinks, the goggles also go thunk.
That's so cute. Ming has it.
Kai Ming has it. Why?
Protection, leverage, you know. It's okay, Don. You can tell these fine people that we've been played.
Remember, Don didn't see Keming attack you.
What do you mean? Leverage?
Councilwoman Takata wanted to make sure that I was pliable, you know, that I would be the first person in the spirit world at the Vanguard. And so, you know, she asked Kai Ming to make sure that I was. So she hit me in the head and took my staff.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Now just looks flabbergasted. Just absolutely what the fuck?
How could she do that? Maybe she had a plan too. Maybe she and Bao had a plan. Maybe they talked about it and it would just...
Dawn is clearly really uncomfortable with saying all of this with, like, other people she doesn't trust in the room.
Oh, you can say anything you want.
No, I don't think I will.
That's really too bad. How are we supposed to blackmail you afterwards?
I can't tell if you're making a joke right now, but it's not really a good time for me and jokes.
It's always time for a joke.
No. I think the person who's, like, winning a game of Pai Sho might make jokes, but the person who's losing, maybe.
No, you think this is a game?
You seem to be treating it that way, yeah.
I know it's more than that.
Oh, you're immortal. What do you care?
What do you mean? Are you
You'll
not?
never die. Because you don't have a home. And without a home, there will be no place to put your body.
Of course.
Maybe we should go find Bao.
Maybe you should listen for a second. I have this from here. Tay, go. There's no reason for you to see what's about to happen.
Youngsu kind of half steps in front of Don. Like in a
At the same time, she was trying to have a step in front of Youngsu.
No,
Keisuke steps forward, balls up a fist, and then you can see that there's a crackle of energy around it. I said go, Tay. Sorry. Auntie Tay. Bao's mother stands up. It doesn't have to be this way. You can benefit from all of this. And we want you to. But if you need to be taught... And then she turns and starts to walk out of the building. And then you hear a crackle just intensify. The hum starts to get higher and higher.
So, seems like you're going to teach us a lesson then. I think you've got another thing coming.
Without your stick, you're not very threatening. The door closes behind Tay. Scream?
Yeah. Youngsu gets it, and pretends to get hit and throws himself against the floor.
That'll be enough. She won't want to listen to it for very much longer. We should go back. But when you return, now there's Kaisuke, who is electro-punching a table, and Young-Soo, who is going, I don't know, planning on screaming.
You know in Ocean's 11, when Danny's getting beat up by the guy? It sounds pretty realistic. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh! How dare you! Yeah. And then they...
And then she...
Hey, don't hit him.
She just turns a dial, the glove stops to hum, she takes it off, throws it on the table. Her hand is now completely soot black. Ugh. I've never figured out how to get this stupid... Never mind.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Your wife's a piece of work. Kaisuke, I...
How do we solve this?
You wanted us to listen? We're listening.
But you don't actually intend to go through with any of this, do you?
Of course not. I'm not gonna let the spirit world be settled.
Well, you might have to, at least initially.
No. I can't. It goes against everything I've... Unless someone has a better idea.
So, a bunch of touristy soldiers go in and make a little perimeter, but in fact what they're doing is keeping the rest of the humans out.
To what end?
To make Takata think that everything's going great, so that Young-Soo can go up and stab her in the back until she falls down, and then all the soldiers march back out and punch any soldiers back in Republic City trying to get in.
Takata is ridiculously wealthy. We have no idea why, but she is.
I'm not sure if I know, but I learned something about the councilwoman. Something I may have tried to throw. In her face
What?
before. Okay. Young-Soo relates an abridged version of what strong lady we decide to call her. Anyway, strong ma'am.
I never decided anything.
I decided strong ma'am. Told him about the councilwoman, specifically that there was not just a rumor, but that she knew for a fact that councilwoman's husband-to-be had his face stolen by Poe, the face-stealing spirit.
Dawn gasps.
What I don't know, and what I can't figure out, because I'm not really good at this sort of thing, is this entire venture just to get back, to find Ko, to be revenged? Or is she in league with him, and this face was the cost of the riches that she now holds? Would Ko have ability to have riches in this world?
I have no idea. I'm not a spirit person.
I've never heard of co-allying himself to such a degree with a human. But that's not to say he couldn't. He's tremendously powerful, and he keeps the bulk of what he can do under wraps.
Just thinking, Bao, it's gotta be related to the reason that she's doing all of this.
Absolutely.
She could be after revenge.
Could it be revenge? Could it be some sort of deal? Could she be trying to bribe Ko? Did she actually get a price from Ko, or did she think she knows what Ko wants?
No cares. I suppose you do. Never mind. I'm not here.
Ultimately, yes, I suppose her motivations may help us understand. But the short of it is we need to stop her.
But we can't spill blood in the spirit world. If you pass through the portal with her alive and then come back and she's dead, then all of her supporters are going to take it out on the spirit
Oh,
world.
I don't think she'd dirty her hands.
What?
By going,
Go,
I don't-
conquer!
Oh, by going
I'm
into
gonna
the ice-
sit here on my
gotcha.
little throne.
Right, I wasn't sure where the stabbing in the back thing was happening.
I just need it to, as long as it's not in the spirit world, because that would not be good for them.
Airships might have weak guardrails. He doesn't look that convinced.
It's
So, we need our forces, and thankfully, if the general is going to be the general, then we can get forces.
Jai has already been into the spirit world. He would be the one to be trusted with this.
Perfect. To guard the portal from inside the spirit realm, but to guard the portal.
well, it depends. Who is he loyal to?
Yangsu's eyes go straight to Dad.
Oh wow!
They might-
Bao looks at Don.
Oh,
He's loyal to the Sawon clan. Is the Sawon clan united? And if not, who would he ally himself with? She's actively still wearing his clothes, and it's just like,
The Bao definitely has registered that.
yeah. Looking good, but
It is not. Have you ever heard of the term too big to fail?
Bao waits for their friends to.
a bank in Republic City once gave that its tagline.
yeah.
Honestly, that sounds like something that businessman Varric would slap on, like the thing too.
He put it on the
Big to
thing
fail.
too before launching it to see.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Now that's ironic. Yangsu shakes his head.
I imagine that you still know this, Bao, but we're responsible for a large part of the economy in the Fire Nation. We are one of the great clans, and we have been losing power of late. This isn't simply a matter of pride. There are entire cities that depend on our business, on our acumen. And if we lose that power, I cannot protect those people any longer. At the same time, perhaps the power that we wield is too powerful. There have been several factions within the clan, some who believe that we should take advantage and leverage our military might, some who believed that we should divest ourselves of all forms military to sink all of our resources into research and development, to use our forward thinking to embrace technology. Others, like my wife, believe that the two can go hand in hand, but that we need to prove ourselves. The issue is that the theft of Sawon gold not only took some money out of our hands, but then devalued everything else that we owned. Our purchasing power grew weaker. Our credit became harder to gain. And if we fall, it's not just us, it will be others. Otherwise, I would walk away from the family in a heartbeat.
So, we play the game as the Sawons are so good at doing. We navigate this situation, and we become the saviors of the spirit world against what would have been an invasion. We gain favor with the Order of Passage, and hopefully the spirits. That friendship will allow us to be the most likely to benefit from an exchange with the spirits. Whether that is of words of knowledge, of tokens of greeting. We build friendship. We do not conquer. The conquered do not give gifts. Friends do.
Is it possible that the councilwoman orchestrated the theft of the gold? She's been involved in arranging thefts before.
We've never managed to find out who stole the gold.
So it is a possibility
It must be.
to put you in a position where you'd need her help.
She has almost everything that she wants at this point. She's only missing one thing. Whatever this mirror scale is.
I don't know where Takata is or where he went.
Titik?
Tatik.
Yeah.
Fuck, there's too many ta. Sorry. Tatik is where he went. And it's like, not Tarkon, not Tarkon.
Not Tarkon.
Tatik.
Why would she even need this thing?
I have no idea.
Powerful artifact. Power.
It must
Power.
do something in the spirit world.
Power. Sorry, I was imitating Mother.
So what's the councilwoman's plan?
To invade.
Sorry,
right,
I meant
right.
immediate plan. I was out of the room. What is she saying
We're-
next?
We're taking an airship back to Republic City tomorrow. All of us. I will announce how excited I am to be the first colonist? Venturer permanently into the spirit realm. And then it sounds like the Sauons will be joining me and others eventually to settle there. Guard them.
No, just the military. We're not going to be sending too many civilian Sauons in there.
Mm-mm.
Otherwise, it would look too much like we're orchestrating the whole thing.
I need to speak to my order. I can't make any promises on their behalf. I should avoid speaking to Takata as much as possible.
It's too bad. You almost died.
What?
The ship?
The Order of Passage was involved in negotiations after you left. Towards, what was it? Kyoshi Island?
Yes.
It would have been easier if you weren't the Seeker who was supposed to go in.
Sure.
So they wanted to make sure you wouldn't be around to have to bring you. To have to bring people into
I
the spirit
need
world.
to talk to Yating.
Who invited you onto the ship?
Some sort of
A pro-bending team called the Unagi.
the pro-bending team's
Manager.
I have no idea. Go. If you're looking for the name.
Yeah, no, I was thinking of Kendon. But not Kendon, Bashira. But I was,
Bashira?
Don was the one who had that conversation. So.
Do you think that they would have orchestrated multiple shipwrecks just for you? They didn't even know that you were leaving before the first one went down.
I think that shipwreck must have been planned before we were offered passage, but we were seen as convenient collateral.
Yeah, just bad luck, maybe. Death is bad luck a lot of the time.
It makes sense why I have to talk to the Order, right? That's not a
course.
strange thing. Okay, good.
Of course.
Not sure what to believe right now.
They're not gonna be happy.
If they've made this deal, I can only imagine they made it under duress.
Maybe they genuinely believe that this is the best way to study the spirit world. I happen to strongly disagree.
We have agreed, or I have agreed on our behalf, to travel back to Republic City. I think that is where our battle lies, whatever form it may take.
Can you give me lessons in Poker Face?
Yes.
Thank you. I'm gonna need it.
I don't know how we're supposed to expose someone with so much wealth and power. We know so little about her.
So little? You seemed to know that she was engaged and that she lost her fiancé's face to some spirit. That's not nothing.
It's not nothing. If I were more clever, I'd be able to speak to her, get her to trip on her words, catch her in a contradiction. Something.
Firelord Azumi does not matter she doesn't care as much about things like overwhelming wealth. Overwhelming wealth gets you only a few things in life. Everything you want, except sometimes for what is most gratifying. So you go to Republic City, where your wealth could buy you way into some kind of seat. You can't buy your way to the throne, but you can buy your way to the head of a democracy.
Damn.
We need to play the tiles we've been dealt. We can't wish for a better board state.
Well, I can give you something to cheat. But I'm going to need your help.
We'll do anything.
Oh, I don't think you can do anything about this one. Come to my lab. I have something to show you. You can come too as long as you don't touch anything.
Well, you don't trust me?
KSK doesn't let anyone touch anything.
Ah,
It's not.
it might be a little personal.
No, it's not personal. You're not Bao. That's as personal as it gets.
That is true.
She's not Bao. She's not Bao. The little stump thing isn't Bao. Unit. I only have one thing that I'm going to ask. Appreciate the fact that if the family must fall, it must fall. But that comes with penalties beyond simply just seeing a few rich people no longer have their money.
We need to spin this, and we will put our heads to spinning it.
I'll do what I can to keep your mother occupied.
We are going on her mission. And if everything ends and the Sauons stand victorious, it doesn't matter what the plan was to begin with. It matters that we won.
I'll help you however I can. I'm just glad to see that you're okay, and that you're an airbender.
It was under better circumstances.
It will be. Even for your mother.
She is just following what she was taught. She's trying to make a better future for us.
Good luck. And for you, once upon a time I spent some time in a small village. It wasn't Andon. But when I was there, I was struck by how good everyone was. How willing to be open, to help. Knowing that they were expecting nothing in return, that it was enough to simply be there. There is a place for everyone like that. I hope you manage to find a place to call home. Your order is trying to protect its own identity. The secrets that it carries and the secrets that it will unlock one day, that unfortunately takes a certain amount of resources to do so. It would not surprise me to learn that they were put into a financial state that they needed to accept an offer. Try not to hate those who are simply trying to protect what little they have left. They're thinking of the future, not of today. I'm sorry that we manipulated the Oda clan. I'm sorry that we used them as a front. If I had known, I would have opposed it. But I knew. Shut up. I'll see you on the other side of this. I won't be going with you. Come home. And I'll make sure that we get breakfast served like we used to. And then he turns and just leaves.
Bye.
I knew.
And you did nothing. Or perhaps you felt it was right. I'm trying really hard not to be angry.
Why do you think I hired her?
She won't tell us.
Well, no, because she has this perverted sense of whatever we call honor. It's stupid, really.
Will you tell us?
I'm trying to find the courier.
Is that why you hired her?
I'm not really interested in the courier. I'm interested in what he was carrying.
So is everyone, it would seem. Poor guy. Sucks to not be more important than some little object in your bag.
So she was hired to find the mirror scale?
The mirror scale. I came across information about it a long time ago. I never really believed any of it. In fact, I didn't think that it existed until I heard it was at Kyoshi Island. But I was young and figured that it wasn't worth doing, something that people with far more spiritual means than me could deal with, and that I wouldn't have to worry. My life is in this, and she points to the glove. This is something real, something that I can predict. I can't predict a spirit. Yes, whatever. Shut up.
Hey. What did you want the scale for, then? To study it, to know what it does, to...
I have no interest in the scale, personally. I have interest in making sure others don't have access to it. As soon as I knew that the Oda clan was being used to purchase favor from the Order of Passage, I figured that there was only one reason why Salwan had interests in the spirit realm. No offense, but otherwise there's no other reason to consult with you. I don't believe that armies will start considering spirit oracles before going to war.
It's too bad. Maybe they'd do a lot better if they did.
It's possible. At the same time, it seems like I've been more correct than not, haven't I? I knew that if they were going, then I could find at least a reason to have somebody on the inside to pay attention to what was going on. So I hired a bounty hunter, one who was already part of the clan, and at the same time decided to seek after something that I thought could prove useful. I never found out anything about what happened in the spirit realm, because she never came home. It's not my fault. Fine. But what I do know, in the end, is that for some reason Takata needs the mirror scale. That she thinks that she's close to getting it. That the courier is, as you say, possibly dead. The courier was the last one I knew who was carrying it. The last place I knew the mirror scale to be was on, I think it's Crescent Island, where the fire sages live.
Yes. That is our understanding. The courier took it from them.
Because it was on its way to Takata. And it was intercepted.
So there are factions within the Fire Sages too. At least one of them saw how incredibly foolhardy that would be.
Every single clan in the Fire Nation has their fingers everywhere. The Fire Sages are not so removed as everyone thinks.
They have parents, they have siblings. Even if they dedicate their lives to their duties.
What I know. Oh, other than the fact that it's your girlfriend who tried to take it back, apparently.
What do you mean? I don't have a girlfriend. There's a little bit of like me about it.
The girl who smacked you one upside the head, she was the one who managed to take the mirror scale and was bringing it towards Takata. That's when it was recovered on the Crescent Isle.
No. That's impossible. Kai Ming would never do something like that.
Don looks at Bao.
Does that sound like the correct name for her?
I don't know what her name is. What do I care about names? They're just another thing to remember.
Identical twins.
That seems like some sort of cheap trick.
Yes, unfortunately, that cheap trick may be why my friend here is disarmed.
No, you don't think. Young-Su's putting the pieces together, like, now. You don't think.
I want it to be our friend. I want her to be playing along. But she seemed too willing to join. Did you separate from her while I was in prison?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went to a temple.
Okay, so she hasn't been calling us forever.
No. Then after the temple, when we reunited, she was
upset. I said some stuff that was... I didn't say it in the best way.
Did you reveal
Surprise.
any secrets?
No?
I don't think so. She didn't want to hug me.
That sounds unlike her.
She seemed uncomfortable.
Alright, so we have a spy in our midst. But we shouldn't let her know that we know. Oh, so many games we play.
I'm gonna need more sessions, more classes, Bao. I on the calm demeanor thing.
Took a lifetime.
How about one trip from here to Republic City in an airship? Oh, we were going to see your lab.
No, Bao was going to see my lab. You two couldn't be there if you agreed not to touch anything.
I encourage you not to touch anything because the idea of like safety covers or things like that. It's like a sheath for a sword.
Mm-hmm.
There are no sheaths.
Oh.
So
She's seen the lab already. Well, where do you
That
think I
looks
spoke with
suitably
her to
impressed.
fire her? Hire her, not fire her. You're
Damn.
fired. I'm still getting paid. Fine.
Shall we?
She starts to walk out of the government office.
Mm-hmm.
So does Don.
Yeah.
As now brings up the rear. But if that's not Kai Ming,
Where is she? I know we're leaving tomorrow. I know you've already done so much for us. But you're clever. You know the ways of people who work out of sight. We need to see if Kaiming is tied up somewhere.
See what I can find.
We separated at the midway. For what it's worth, we were just outside the temple. I'm almost positive that that was Kaiming. She didn't start acting strange until after we reunited.
Is there anything that you might be able to tell me that gives you reason to believe that one is not the other? She didn't want to hug you.
She didn't want to hug me. Try to hug whoever you find. She was really angry at Yongsu. Angry that you were involved with someone who worked at a carnival. She was like indignant and kind of mean. But maybe she was hurt. That's what I thought in the moment.
Something you said to this whichever person that therefore the other person wouldn't know.
I told this woman how I felt, which was that I thought...
No, don't tell me. You don't know who else is listening here.
Just how you felt. That hopefully will be enough.
Ask her about the shipwreck. The one I spoke to seemed surprised when I mentioned it.
All right. Right, I'll see what I can do.
Is there some way that you can contact us if something goes bad? I don't want to lose anyone else.
Messenger hog. Secure, isn't it?
Relatively.
Relatively.
You don't have to be specific in the message.
Well, no.
Not all flames are alike.
If she's still holding her hand, she reaches out again and squeezes her hand.
Be strong.
You too.
She turns and diverges from where all of you are.
It's a good way to tell. The number.
As you head to the lab, I am looking at the time and I see that it's time for a break.
Wow.
Do you wish to take a break?
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Not for me, thanks.
I will
John,
be
you got
getting
your
up.
lunch?
I'm fine.
All right.
Folks, if you are not subscribed, then you may see some ads here. It's because we don't want to force you to see ads while we play. They won't be too long. Otherwise, feel free to ask us questions. I'll be here. See you in a sec.
Chew.
I mean,
I don't always sit in the middle. But everyone will have noticed, I think, by now that the players have an arrangement at the table, campaign by campaign, and we try to sort of shuffle things around every campaign. But I'm not always in the middle. But why it is nice to be in the middle is that when I take a break, I get to stretch my arms out.
that's just it. That's all.
I feel more important, I guess.
Actually,
I don't know.
There's
There's too much happening
a
here.
bookcase
Yeah.
here that stretches a bit past the camera, and then there's nothing over here. But
You have no idea, Lemon Eater. It's a little sweaty.
is it?
Yeah, it's a little bit, yeah. Oh, me, I'm a little sweaty. I don't mean the air. It's fine.
I mean, not terrible.
No.
It's a very kind of like low key, not so secret that as much as I wear this, like underneath, I'm often not wearing many clothes at all.
That's true.
in order to maintain. I'm convinced that
Coolness. Maintain coolness.
I'm convinced that like there's a lot of anchors who have at times worn
Oh.
shorts, like worn the suit, worn the jacket, worn the tie, and worn shorts because it's just hot under the lights.
Very true. With the move to like standing presenters, I assume that that's like a lot of people have been like, damn you.
At least, but there are 3 microphones above the table, not 2.
That's true.
Each player actually has access to one.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Kate should always be in the middle.
I
I don't know if the center seat is actually better. in terms of sound.
Yeah, they're not they're not super directional, but like enough that we're. And
They're directional. They're pointed away from me.
that's true.
I'm not supposed to be able to be picked up by them. I am because my voice bounces, but that's why I have this microphone so close to my face so that it kind of picks me up. Alternately, we could have bought a fourth one of these and then dangled it here, but this arrangement, we know that we want the players in a line. It's the fourth that kind of gets moved around a bunch. So next marathon, shotgun mics and foam for the walls. We're not going shotgun mics. So this was actually
the whole thing. Yeah.
we
Good discussion.
tested a
Yeah.
lot of different microphones for this. Shotgun mics need to be in a very well treated space, especially
Foam
if
for
you're
the walls.
yeah. But it's not just foam.
No.
Foam
Yeah.
isn't enough. We have foam on the walls actually.
Yeah.
There's foam
pick up the
directly
camera and be
above
like,
the camera that's facing me. There's foam on the wall over here. There's foam on the wall over here. So there is a certain amount, but Kate may have only put 2 in SketchUp because that's what we were considering initially.
Yeah, interesting. Ellie Spot. Yeah, we'll see if we can get a more accurate depiction for you at some point if you're interested in them. I think people are interested in the tech setup because there's a lot that goes into it and it's awesome. You know.
No, we got plans for if we do a marathon.
Phone video tour. Oh, hello.
That
We were
means
just
the ad
discussing.
break would have just ended.
Oh,
Hi.
hello.
It's been 3 minutes.
Oh, thank you. I'm gonna
Yeah.
then use my
Phone video tour.
talk
I mean,
about,
it's about time that we can do another one of
mics
these.
going. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
We can show. We should probably do that. That would be a great thing to do before our next campaign, actually.
Yeah, once we're all set up and ready to go.
Yeah.
Hey folks, here's where the music is made. The magic is made, the food is cooked. I don't know. There are sayings.
The sausage gets made.
Yeah, that's the one.
I would show you Ellie Spot, but I don't really want to nudge things so that you can see the microphones at this point because I don't want to end up at the problem.
I
is
did
that I
a
can't
table
pull it back.
thingy. Yeah, Liv and I have the same idea. You're gonna get 2 angles.
But the reason we have the thing is the microphones are also pointed in certain directions, but we also keep them out of frame with the camera. I don't know. It might be worth a test to see if Kate sitting in the center would be better heard, but I don't think that that's the case.
No, it's a whole. What I think we should do actually is I don't think we have a compressor on at the moment, and I think a compressor might help because it'll just even a little bit. Yeah.
Put it in Avatar spoilers because
Yeah,
at
we-
least y'all will
Yeah,
understand.
we never
the
actually got
context.
around to that. The problem is that compressors also just it takes a lot of time to do the audio because I've done it alone and then it never is the same once we have all 4 of us in here. So at some point we're just gonna have to suffer through it and just have people show up and be like, well, for the next 3 hours we're just gonna be doing sound tests. But then again, it's not like we're not actors and stage managers used to
I have a booster
long
seat.
tech things.
I have a booster seat.
He should get a slightly louder voice is what I think
Yes,
the
I
key
can get
is.
a louder voice.
But that's just not happening.
You're right. Oh no. Hey, no.
Need to exercise my voice.
I think that's how that works.
Podcast.
That's what I did.
That's actually
game that
not a
never
bad
ends.
idea, Pook. The only problem is that when we're doing audio switches, I'd just be worried that I'd blow somebody's ears out.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But no, I was thinking that we might do a hashtag super secret test stream.
So people could tune in, potentially.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. All right, are we
Are
ready?
you excellent at communicating criticism in a thoughtful, compassionate way? Join us on our super secret test stream.
Thoughtful and compassionate.
This is great, but I cannot hear Kate at all.
The-
You're fantastic, but this is hideous.
You all look great.
Our main thing that we
Never
were
lose.
trying, Pook, is that the best thing about streaming in this setup currently is that we walk in, we sit down, we turn the buttons on, and it goes.
Yeah.
All the wireless mics involved issues. There's something very magical about being like, and go. All right.
I don't think it's like, I think we're gonna have a slightly different layout for our next session anyway, but there's also just a bit of camera framing situation. So yeah.
Well, it sounds like we're getting lots of Lovely compliments.
So if you want to talk about our audio and suggestions, Discord is the place to do that. Right now is like we super appreciate it, but we're gonna get back to game. Just be aware that we would love to hear from you, but we've also been at this for years and we've been through a lot of different solutions.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
if we say stuff,
Like,
please don't
no, that
hold it
will not
against
work.
us.
It's not that we don't like your suggestions, but we've probably tried it 50 ways.
Yeah.
That is very true. Face buzz.
Maybe we could just inject something like into our throats.
Oh, horrible.
Yeah, like I could just drink throat coat every day. Yeah.
There's some entertainer's friend or whatever that like spray.
Yeah.
That vocal lube though.
but please just
Yeah.
tell us everything you want to tell us. Just understand that if we have answers right away, it's because we've been at this for a while. And this solution is only relatively recent. It's less than a year old. It's less than 6 months old, actually, I think.
Love this. I love you.
All right. You're taken to the lab. SK is an underground laboratory, which is accessed through a relatively unceremonious trap door next to one of the larger buildings in the area. Going down, it's lit by electric light. There's any number of just gizmos, gadgets, Well, not Gugas, those are something else.
Oh, okay.
Those are like aliens, monsters.
Oh.
The just spread out over any number of tables. All of the tables have scary looking gouges and burn marks on them. Like, this is a place that very clearly a lot of things happen all at once. There isn't just one project, there are many. And safety is not necessarily held at a premium here.
Ugh.
Unlike us.
Hey.
I have it, you know. One of the issues about the spirit world is that it's very difficult to maintain any sort of communication. Except for if you hire spirits. I don't know what you do when you're in there.
We go on a respectful tour and give offerings as appropriate.
Yes, well, I have offerings. And then she lifts up a case that looks like a toolbox and puts it on the table. It's got 3 big honking latches on it.
Bat perches on the corner of a specific work table, their feet dangling. It's like clearly a favorite spot.
Yeah.
Chunk, chunk, chunk. 1 second, and then closes the lid again, runs off, goes and finds some oil. Yes, that's better. What?
What's in the box? What's in the box?
Gwyneth Paltrow's head.
Yeah, right, sure, classic.
Box opens up, and on the inside there are 3 balls. They're black. They look like they have some kind of mesh on the outside. They're about the size of a fist.
And these let you, what, communicate?
A little more than that. It lets you triangulate.
If you have 3 locations, then that lets you form a triangle. And therefore you can figure out where those are relative to each other.
Wow, I went to school. I know what a triangle is. What does that have to do with us?
Oh, do they have schools in Immortal Land?
Yes, they do.
Well, you must tell me what they teach, because it's beyond me. At any rate, this is a way for you to be able to determine where each other one of these markers is in a relative direction, even in the spirit realm.
Hey,
So if we get separated, we can find each other.
That's right.
right.
That seems useful in the spirit realm particularly.
I have no idea whether this is blasphemous. I guess you could ask a spirit. I never have. I don't know any, and I'm not exactly well versed in how they speak.
This one doesn't want to talk about it.
I don't know. You know spirits. Have I committed a grave sin? Is a turtle lion or a lion turtle or whatever going to come over and eat my head?
Well, it would depend, I think, on your purpose for creating such a device and who you intend to sell the patents to.
Oh, I was going to give this to the military. Unfortunately, it's run into some issues and it is not field ready.
What's wrong with...
So it needs
Oh.
a test.
It's not ready.
Jai knows it exists, but he doesn't know that it is as operational as it is.
So he thinks they're broken. They need more rounds of testing so his military can't make use of them while they're theoretically going on the invasion.
Right.
Right.
If you're planning on getting lost, at least this will make some way for you to be able to get back home.
It could be very useful. I only know the area.
I powered it
Like
with
city.
orphaned spirit hearts.
No.
No, of course not. I've never been to the spirit realm. I don't know any spirits. It's not like I could harvest their hearts.
Are you interested in going to the spirit realm?
I thought you were going to see if I was interested in the orphaned spirit hearts. Sure, that sounds like fun.
Have you ever tried to replicate that which created the spirit portal in Republic City?
Why would I want to do that? It seems like it would be ultimately destructive.
Just checking. Someone had made some form of half-assed bomb that took down the ship we were on. I could put two and two together based on what I was told, that it seemed like someone attempting to recreate that.
But it was either very crudely made or it was... Or not very, but it was either crudely made or quickly made.
Are you sure that it wasn't some pissed off spirit just trying to take down the Humies?
I don't think they call us Humies.
Humi.
Oh,
No.
boy. Oh.
No.
Youngsu leans in close and just whispers to Ha, like, "Don't trust her."
I've got a sneeze and it's about to die. I can feel it.
I hate when that happens. Kaisuke. Totally talking in character.
It's like every inch of my sinus has decided to rebel. And yet I've quelled it before they were able to bring about change.
Much like we were about to quell this invasion before it's able to bring about change. Though I'm sure change is inevitable, but hopefully it will be change for the better.
Oh, this really sucks.
Sorry, Kaisuke.
All right, so we can test this device. I definitely don't want less responsible parties getting a hold of it when it is deemed ready.
No, it seems useful.
I think there's a reason why Kaisuke specifically said it was broken.
Exactly, but how long is that excuse going to hold for?
Depends on which half of the family is successful in this venture.
Our half, right?
Half, quarter,
Are
third, fraction.
Are we part of the family now, by extension?
You don't have to tie yourself to this nonsense.
So wait a minute, you're telling me that it wasn't some pissed off spirit trying to kill all the Humies?
No. Someone was
No.
trying to make spirit bombs.
You understand that that's what they're saying, right?
No.
Of course Takata would say that. Because that furthers her
Well,
mission.
Takata didn't say it. It was reported somewhere on the radio.
If Takata was not involved in the sinking of that ship, I will eat my fan.
That seems unpleasant.
Yes.
No one asked you to do that. Why would you make such a bet?
Therefore,
What if you were wrong? You would have to eat a fan.
great, then I'll do it.
There's too many witnesses.
They're not wrong.
They're sometimes wrong.
Whoa.
Right. So they're reporting.
That the evil spirits did it, so we
The
have to go
spirits did it, so this is retaliation. So this ties into the people who are getting paid by Takata to be on her side, and the people who just have it out for the spirit world for a bevy of reasons.
Which is
and
why
giving them any
it's
excuse.
so great that we're going to have our own army defending the spirit world from the inside of the portal. So all the angry people will think that being stopped.
You seem awfully upset.
I am upset.
It's her life. It'd be like if I started and I reach out towards the bench. Yeah, don't touch anything.
Val like hops
Yeah,
down
it's
to
like,
like,
It'd be like if I messed with all your stuff.
So you're not immortal.
No.
Hmm.
having been out of the room, is still like mildly amused by this immortal talk, but doesn't get it.
What the hell? Well, hang on, Don. If this is what's being reported, that's something else we can use against Takata. If we can prove that this explosive was made by someone, a person, not a spirit, paints her in a bad light. Well, paints her.
Continue to build our case against her.
Yes.
Exactly.
Because that's it. We can't just eliminate her. We need to discredit her. Or all of this is going to be for nothing.
Yeah. I get that.
We have to eliminate the support that she has.
We need proof. Whether she orchestrated the stealing of the gold, creation of the bomb, if she's blackmailing the Order of Passage, we need to know what her relationship with Ko is. These are all possible angles. I don't think this way. I'm getting overwhelmed.
Dawn tell us she spoke to Ko?
She did,
Okay.
but she's not saying anything
No,
because due
no.
to the circumstances
Yeah,
of her
yeah.
conversation.
Oh, right. Oh, yes, yeah.
Bao glances
Speaking of
briefly
which,
at Dawn, but
Dangle.
then does not say
Don
anything
returns
about
the look and doesn't say anything.
Yangsu is.
I thought you
Stop
were
paying
friends. What is this tension that I'm sensing here?
it. Oh, it's obviously sexual tension. We all just want to have sex and you're delaying it.
Yeah,
Gross.
that's the one.
There's no reason to have sex with anything.
What? What?
I said there's no reason to have sex with anything.
How are children? That's how children are made.
People can do whatever they want.
Do I need a children? I don't need a children. Who needs a children?
How do you
The
deal with
family
this?
or to continue for generations. Unless you've figured out a way to copy yourself.
Children just show up. It's the sort of thing they do.
Yeah, they show up, they hang out in your lab, they're really annoying, then eventually, they pick up a few things.
I don't understand why I would sacrifice everything that I have here just for a moment of pure gratifying physical pleasure that
You don't have to do that.
good. It seems messy and gross, and I bet it smells.
Yangsu's not saying anything.
Don's looking at the floor.
All that wet slapping noise.
I'm sure you've done that in your lab, though. I mean, things have gotten messy.
I have
Smell.
never had sex in my lab.
Things have gotten messy. Things have smelled. Things have gotten wet.
I don't like what you're implying. You've learned things. Dangerous things in Republic City about sex in labs that are messy. The lab is absolutely messy.
Very, yeah.
How many messy sex labs have you been to?
We should just take. Can we take that? We can take that for you if you want, or you can load it yourself onto the airship.
I'm not going with you.
Right.
I have no reason to go.
Not to open.
Just make sure Jai doesn't know it exists unless you want the entire military to know.
Sounds like he's been hiding plenty from us, so that won't be a problem.
I need to speak to that man.
Well. She closes the case, latches it.
That was also out of the room for the general. General, yeah? Great. Would you happen to know where I could find him? where he hangs around these days.
What do I look like to you?
A member of the family who's aware of what Jai's been up to.
Do I look like a general?
No, you look like an intelligent person aware of many things.
I am.
Are you aware of that thing?
No. Here's your box.
That's $1.
Plus a banana. We can find.
If I find out that you took that to one of your messy sex labs, I'm going to be very upset.
Let's all go find him together.
Maybe that's where generals live, along with the children. Messy sex labs.
I don't
We'll
think
wait
that's
outside
gonna
while
go.
you two
Ah!
sit just outside the door.
Yeah, we're gonna take some steps out the lab and leave Bao.
Ha is starting to reach towards various devices.
No, I told you not to trust her.
Huh?
Yeah, I know.
Why wouldn't you trust me? I'm very trustworthy.
You said something about spirit, and then I clamp, or Youngsu clamps his hands over Ha's head. He said something about spirit heart.
What? I don't even know if a spirit has a heart.
That was her idea of a joke.
You have a heart? A heart. A heart. And I like take one of Ha's stumps and I put it on my heart.
Bloop.
Yeah, bloom. Do you have a bloom? I touch the spirit's body.
Oh no.
I don't know either.
Oh no.
Because they're made out of spirit stuff. I don't even know if they have internal organs. They just exist.
Well, no one's gonna cut you open and find out. Come on, huh?
Tom follows.
Poodle ooh.
Any last words?
Are you about to kill me? Is this my execution?
No.
At least I get to do it surrounded by what I love most. Cold, unfeeling machinery.
Messy sex labs.
This has never been a messy sex lab, and it never will.
I love how uncomfortable that makes you. What more do you need? You wanted me to tell you everything? Is there anything else you need from me before I go?
Are you going to make it?
I have to.
You keep that attitude. You're the only other person in here that I trust. Not to screw up my things.
I promise I will never turn this into a messy sex lab.
That's good. Because the instant that you do, I'm going to make sure that you test the relative resistance capacity of the human body.
I missed you too.
Yes. Yes, it has been a long time. And the lab is lonely.
You haven't built another... So no cloning machine, no photocopy, or not photocopy, but yeah, no copying of yourself to get another set of hands to hold things. You
That's
have to hold things
ridiculous.
yourself.
Why would I ever try to research how to copy myself, especially because it won't work?
Yeah, I mean, having to deal with your own genius all the time would be just too much.
I don't have genius, I just have a lack of stupid.
You'd have taken over the world by now if you had succeeded.
Why would I want to take over the world? What a messy place full of sex and children. Not sex children, that's something else.
On that note,
I think we should.
Goodbye.
see you later.
Don't disappear again for 5 years.
Okay.
And no messy sex clubs.
Yeah.
Or labs. I don't know. Do they have messy sex clubs? Is that a thing in Republic City?
I don't know. You'd have to ask.
Oh,
Wanders off towards
He's
the
a
door.
waterbender?
uh-huh.
The door closes.
Nice.
I figured that was the best way to distract her from asking about what secrets we might have. Okay, we need to find her
Secret.
now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lots
we
of
need
that
to
going
find
around.
now. And hopefully Kaiming.
And Jai.
We need to give now a bit more
And
time.
Jai.
But Jai.
Apparently, the Oda clan was just sent to the Order of Passage to like spy on us, and Jai was sent to spy on the Oda clan for the Sauron.
Checks out.
Okay, sure. Let's hear what he has to say.
I'm sorry the Order of Passage's been dragged into this.
Belle looks down at the clothing.
They did it to themselves.
So, where did you last see him?
At his house. The house where he grew up. Otherwise, he says he stays at military apartments. So maybe he's there, or maybe he's at like a war room. Where do people go
Carrying
when they're
his
about to
troops for
invade the spirit
invasion?
world?
Mm.
The military apartments were in the capital city, not here.
Oh yeah, he mentioned like he had a series of apartments and barracks, and so I
Yeah.
just got yeah, okay.
An apartment in every city.
That's right. I got my rooms,
Rooms in
area
different
goes.
area. Boom. Look.
So,
Yeah.
to Shai's apartment.
See if he's there.
Okay.
Perhaps resting after long briefing.
As you head over, night is starting to fall. And then you see that in the little home that's there, there's a light on and somebody is rustling around inside.
Go ahead, Don. Go ahead, Bao.
Yeah, Bao approaches.
It's not gonna be me, that's for sure.
So you said someone's rustling inside.
Somebody's moving around inside. There's a light on, but it's dark, right? It's getting dark, so
Okay, so it's nighttime, but there's a light on inside.
Yes.
It's not like it's pitch black in the house. And
No.
There's like someone theoretically.
Furtively,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
breaking in it. Well, which is, you never know.
a good old role-playing B&E.
Ooh!
Bao knocks.
Door opens up and you see that there's a young woman, maybe like 20 years old. She's dressed in a uniform, not a military uniform, but it's clearly something that's got like some sort of like significance. She's holding a feather duster. Yes.
I'm here to see Jai.
I don't know where he is. I've just been cleaning his place.
Thank you for your work.
Of course.
Do you have any idea where he normally is for military briefings?
I don't know who you are, but I'm just cleaning his house.
Yeah. I know it was a long shot, I'm sorry.
So unbound. When did you last see him?
Oh, about 30 minutes ago.
Where was he? Here?
Well, yes.
And did he say where he was going?
He said that he was leaving for another, well, at least a few weeks.
That is accurate. Thank you. I will head to the barracks.
He was acting strangely.
How so?
He didn't want to let me into his old room.
The man's allowed his secrets. Please follow his requests.
Very well.
Thank you.
Of course. He went that way.
Thank you.
Dot starts walking in that
Yeah.
direction.
Is
Yeah,
that
it's that
the
way.
direction that could be construed as towards the barracks? I mean, you know what? I don't know.
How would
Fire
I
Fountain
know
City,
where?
so like.
Yeah, like,
Towards the port.
great.
Okay.
That makes sense too.
Mhm.
To the port. Or traipsing about town.
So you head towards the port. You hear whistling.
What kind?
Nonchalant whistling.
Good answer. Really good answer.
Yeah,
That's a really good answer.
There are a lot of different.
No, of
yeah,
course.
yeah.
I love
That's
that.
great.
we've got our eyes open. I mean, I think young Sue anyway doesn't feel like there's any necessarily a big threat. Takata's already made the play.
You're not do anything, are you?
Spin on my heel. Where the shit is that voice coming from?
Cummings walking up behind you as you are headed towards the port.
Hi.
I thought the whole point was that you were supposed to be good. So that you could get this back. And then she turns just a little bit so that you can see the tip of your staff poking out from above her, her back. She's not wearing like any Kyoshi warrior outfit or anything.
And have we been naughty?
Well, I don't know. It seems like you've been spending an awful lot of time going to a laboratory, and then you tried to see General Jai's home.
Yeah.
Well, that's not where any of you are staying.
No. I was
So-
visiting my cousin because I haven't seen her in 5 years. And then I was going to visit my other cousin because I need to talk to him about our plans for that mission. Neon.
You okay, Kaiming? It's been a really full day. Have you had dinner?
Listen,
What?
you've done everything that you can, and I appreciate that. And when I go home, I'll finally be able to talk to everybody, and I'll be able to tell them that everything is fine. But for now, you really can't mess this up anymore, okay?
We just want to make sure you're okay. Have you had anything to eat?
I'm fine.
Come on, we'll have your favorite food.
Dead. I'm fine.
Well, we were just going to go talk to Jai. You want to join us?
No.
Okay.
I have to stay with the councilwoman now.
I understand.
Yeah.
She turns around and starts to head away from you.
I'll hug you on the airship tomorrow. Don't think I won't.
It's an odd thing to declare.
You should be used to how I talk to you by now.
You still owe me that kiss.
Oh. Is there any reaction to that?
Yeah, there's a stop. Okay. She walks forward.
No, not now.
Well, if not now, when?
When we promised.
What?
We promised. You promised when we got back to Republic City.
Yeah. Okay, fine.
We'll go on that date.
Sure. Pro bending match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Good. I was worried there for a second.
And she starts to walk away from you again. So you can go in the direction of the harbor, the port. She's walking the opposite direction.
I was gonna let her go.
Mm-hmm. Follow her, we might be able to spy on the council. She might give something away if she thinks she's in private.
I don't feel that smart.
I can respect that.
One smart man. He felt smart.
I'd like to hear from Jai as well.
Okay. Let me just tell you, it is taking everything in me to not call her out right now
I
because
know.
she thinks she can just get away with this, and she thinks we won't know.
She underestimates us and her sister.
If we find her.
We
kind.
will.
The real
we
kind.
will.
The real
we
kind.
will. We will. We're not leaving without her. We can't. Unless that would actually keep her safer. In which case, I don't know. Shall we?
Let's go see Shy. I have a possible lead we can run down after, just in case. It's a long shot. It's a long
Bao
shot.
does that, and then, like, in looking at young Sue, is like, "Oh my God, what did they do to you?" And looks at
No,
like
it's,
lifts
no,
up the
no,
back
it's
of
okay.
his
Oh
vest.
God, there's still bruises on his body. No, it's fine. It was all
No, it's okay.
consensual.
You went home with somebody.
Yeah, we had a good time.
Right. Okay. Jai.
Right, messy sex lab. Jai.
Right. We had sex in his childhood bedroom. That's why the cleaning person wasn't allowed in. Why?
I
The Day of Secrets. Day of Secrets.
didn't.
You didn't.
Need to know that. Yeah.
You didn't what?
It's been a day of lying. Well, nice to tell the truth.
Anyone else have any truth they want to?
I didn't have sex with them.
Oh,
Really?
how do you feel about? How do you feel?
Sorry.
Unit.
Yeah, that's right, buddy. Unit.
Do you think that we pair up?
You're both
Just-
competent as hell.
Yes.
No offense,
Interesting.
and I don't mean it like
No, none taken. I am vastly underprepared for this. I am ill-equipped for this.
that. This like, and then Youngsu makes it
Just
all
gotta go
this.
yeah.
When you get to the port,
Yeah, we're seeing.
Yeah, like,
Yeah, we
that,
were doing
that
the old
was
walk and talk.
interesting, and then head straight
Yeah,
towards the
100%.
port.
when you get to the port, there are military people swarming. As you see, a Zeppelin type airship has docked. There are metal benders who are, lashing lines to it to keep it where it needs to go.
Nice. We've
What?
got metal benders.
Water
yeah.
benders. Well, they're not part of the Sawan
No.
clan. They're
They could
people
be.
who were working on the ship.
Teach me your ways.
Okay.
Oh,
You just need to make a roll that you can fail and then be blocked from learning it forever.
Shit.
oh no.
Oh, God damn it.
And then a very enthusiastic looking we'll call this person an ensign runs up. Hello, sir.
Ensign, I'm here to speak to General Jai.
I'm afraid he's not available. He's in the middle of an inspection, sir.
All right, I will wait.
It could be a while.
Please let him know that Sawan Bao is here to speak with him.
And who else should I say is waiting?
And company. He will know.
She looks at the two of you, looks back. Okay.
Where should we sit that will be out of the way?
I'll go find you some chairs.
Thank you.
And the ensign sprints off, except slips a little bit on the dock, so there's
Whoa.
like a...
Bao instinctually goes to help her from slipping and with a bit of airbending.
Whoa. And then continues to run, as if she never noticed that somebody has...
Wind at her back.
The wind at my back. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
no, it's perfect.
Do I just earthbend us some chairs or
If you want to sit right now, sure.
no? No, it's okay.
It'll be okay, Don.
Of course, because we will not allow anything otherwise, right?
The ensign comes back, carrying 3 chairs. You can see him now.
Fantastic.
For only a couple of minutes,
That's
though.
fine.
Okay, I'll show you to him. And then turns around, still carrying the chairs.
Oh god.
Perfect. Let's go.
Yeah, but I can't think of a way to solve that situation without making them look more foolish. So let's
That's
her
fine.
keep carrying it.
Carry the chairs.
Yeah.
He's on the bridge.
Thank you.
As you move towards the airship, there's a sort of a gang gangplank to head you up. And then when you get to the bridge, you see that Jai is speaking quietly with a couple of officers who are standing on there when he looks up and then turns around.
General, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I have some family business I need to discuss before our excursion.
May I have the bridge, please? The others kind of go, oh, yeah, of course. Why are you carrying chairs? I don't know anymore. And then they leave.
Ensign needs to come with us.
Might be on the airship.
Oh, good.
Door closes.
I've been given additional instructions. How safe are we?
We're not safe?
Then I'll discuss them later.
No, as in, why would you think that we're not safe?
There are factions.
There's no one else on the bridge.
We are to establish a perimeter upon entering, yes?
Upon entering...
The spirit world?
Yes. To ensure that the colonists have a place to stay, that they are unmolested as they erect their camp.
That assurance needs to be not only outward, but also inward.
I'm not sure what you mean.
There are those that wish to undo the plan.
You?
The family.
What?
They are projecting an outward face of being all united under this common cause. There are those that have other plans.
And what plans might those be?
To undo the family. To tear it down because they can't win. They're betting everything on this.
No, of course not. They won't succeed. I won't let them.
Good. You won't let our family be unmade.
Who do I look like to you? Of course not.
What comes first? Standing orders or family?
What?
What comes first to you?
I don't take orders from anyone but the family. Or I suppose the Fire Lord.
Which faction?
I'm not into the politicking of this family, you know that.
Who gave you your orders?
Your mother.
Fantastic.
I see a lot of worried faces here. What's going on?
I just learned today that there was another reason why you were on the Spirit World tour with the Oda clan. That you were supposed to report back for the Sawan. You neglected to mention that. It makes me wonder if the reason why you requested that I be the one to lead the tour was that was weighted as well. Maybe it was just convenient that I thought you were so cute.
When you go on a trip, do you not tell about your trip to those who you love when you get home?
Is that how they pitched it to you?
Pitched what?
You delivered information about my order and about the spirit world to the clan. And these factions are warring, and some of them want to tear the spirit world apart.
I think you're giving me too much credit.
I'm giving you more credit than your family has.
Sorry, I didn't hear you both.
Sorry.
I'm giving you more credit than your family has.
You have a lot of power. Just play this move, Jai. Will be the family's undoing if we play it out as you've been ordered.
He starts to pace the bridge. You're telling me that... You're telling me that I have to betray my orders to save the family.
In the spirit world and probably Republic City from the fallout.
And you're telling me that you think that I decided to infiltrate... what? The Order? You? In order to make sure that the Sauron clan can... what? Dominate the spirit world?
Get paid. They don't even care about the rest. All they want is the money. Once they have their paycheck, their plan is to abandon the mission. Possibly even you and your soldiers. I don't know how far they're willing to risk it.
I need you to make a plead roll. It actually, no, it has to be Bao, but the two of you may be able to help. Okay. You were doing a lot of accusing and less pleading.
6.
Yeah.
I would absolutely help.
I also.
But you would also like to help?
I mean, one of us should.
Yeah.
You have
Well, you
three
have
fatigue.
3 fatigue.
Yeah.
That's fatigue, if not a resource. Yeah,
You're
yeah,
right.
actually, technically, yeah.
But
that's- yeah.
Dawn takes a breath and tries to contain her frustration. I'm saying that either it was a direct order, or you were coerced, or you were tricked. But you were used. Please listen to your cousin.
Okay, you can add a fatigue.
Thank you.
Gonna need more proof than that. So, if you only get a 7 on a plead, they need something more. Evidence that this is the right course, guidance in making the right choices, or resources to aid them before they can act. I need something more concrete than just rumors. I need proof that they've been doing something wrong. You bring me that. And I'll do as you say. You don't. And you'll be lucky if I don't tell anybody about this conversation.
You're not going to trust Bao's word, who you grew up with. My word. It doesn't matter to you. They have been using you. Your clan has been using you. They just think of you as a pawn.
I think that you need to appreciate the fact that I am willing to listen. Because I've known my family my entire life, and I've known you for about a week.
Okay.
And Bao, whose opinion I trust, is still someone who I haven't seen in 5 years. 5 years? How long has it been?
We seem to have been saying 5 so far.
All I know is one of our earliest conversations, you said the last thing you wanted to do was go to war, but you also said war was inevitable. If you go to war, just know that we'll be on opposite sides. That's it. I'm you guys keep talking. I'm done. And she does go to like stand outside wherever.
Oh, God, done.
You're aware of the financial arrangement that Takata is paying our family for this incursion, that she's giving us half up front to cover costs?
Takata is doing this?
Yes.
Personally?
She was there in the room when we left the square.
It's apparently very wealthy, but that doesn't really make sense to us either.
The army has been hired by Republic City.
No.
Under the orders of the councilwoman, I'm sure.
Yes, of course that makes sense.
Uh,
How does she have so much wealth? Strokes his non-existent
How
fear
evil
and
she
thinks,
is.
yeah, exactly. Sorry, yeah.
so he's now visibly upset, by the way.
She's tried to buy the family to do this. She's helping us out by helping us with our debt. Our family needs the money, but our family, after she left the room, my mother was so good as to tell me that we only need the half pay. We don't need the full amount. But I see in your face that they haven't told you any of this, that they're just sending you off without any of the information.
They don't tell generals why you go to war. They tell generals to win the war. And they didn't say that this was a war. We're here to protect civilians.
During an incursion into land that is not ours, of course it's going to be a war.
Spirits settled in here.
And how did we react to that initially?
And that's why we're going, to make sure that that doesn't happen.
So, then your soldiers will have to be prepared to fight spirits.
I told you. Bring me the evidence, and I'll stand against everything that I've trained for.
No, I'm hoping you stand with everything you've trained for. That you go with your heart instead of your orders.
My heart just left the door.
Then I think you know your answer, but I'll get you your evidence.
It was lovely chatting about dinner options on the ship.
Yes, you know how particular I am about my food, and especially our dear friend Dawn and her tricksy spirit digestion. Like that.
Yeah, I'm loving-
Excuse every turn.
So good.
Just that gastro, though.
She doesn't eat spirit at least once a day.
Yes, and Kaisuke apologized again for not having the communication devices ready. That's another thing you can remind them that I said about our family.
Did you do it?
Oh, half. And I got a lot more than I bargained for. Shy.
Oh, does he
Possibly the
expect you-
wrong twin.
Okay.
Well, and I was supposed to talk to
No,
Matt.
Oh,
sorry,
that's
I thought the dude was the lady.
Oh,
That's
half.
what half did.
Ugh.
Damn.
There was no half measures about it.
That's
Third
exactly
base.
it.
I'm
You
relatively
invented
sure
the
that
base.
I on the top them.
Nice.
Senya.
Shy, did you didn't notice anything weird about Kai Meg, did you?
What?
She came with us on the tour, went to the Midway, and then she's been so strange ever since. He's not mentioning the
Haven't
betrayal.
seen her since.
Okay. I said some stupid things. No, I said some smart things in a stupid way. Yeah.
What
that's
did
closer.
you say?
Well, look, I told her that you wanted me to tell her my heart, my feelings. So I did. I told
And?
her I told her that I thought she was really cool and that we should go to a pro bending match, but that I didn't have room in my mind and my heart for a more full relationship right now.
How's she take it?
Not well, considering I had just come back from the bedroom of another woman.
What?
Look, I met someone. You met her too. She was very strong.
Meng's pretty strong too, man.
Yeah, she is.
So she didn't take it well? Then maybe she doesn't deserve you.
I guess. It's not that she didn't take it well, it's that she was, I don't know. She was really upset in a way that was not something I was expecting.
What did she say?
That is honestly a great question.
Do you want me to remind you?
No, I just want to consult my own notes.
Okay. Okay, while you're consulting notes,
Great.
the ensign is standing outside the door.
Oh, great.
Hello.
Hi.
Here. She takes one of the chairs and puts it down.
Thanks.
She clearly doesn't want to sit. She wants to pace. She like kind of forces herself to sit. Feet moving.
Walks out shortly afterwards.
Okay, so he's loyal above all else. We can't trust him.
Sao and Bao.
Oh God.
Oh, God.
Then she'll leave so that you can see.
Fair enough. I mean, hi, Sawan Bao. Lovely weather we're
We
having.
can't trust this. Oh, you're still here.
We're looking forward to that air travel tomorrow.
Sorry about my explosive diarrhea, I guess.
It's okay, you've been away from the spirits for so long.
Yeah,
What?
sure is a part of my
They're out of
constitution.
they're out of earshot. He just, for your own assurance, refer to you as his friend. Here, with so much drilled into our heads, I'm sure every ritual and rite that you do in your life, and our rituals and rites were for him following orders, for me weaving it to fit my needs.
I'm sure he didn't know how much those words would hurt me. The idea that he's known his clan and his family his entire life. I can't say the same. My parents, whoever they are, decided I was better off with the order, so... And just today I found out they may have gone against everything I thought we stood for.
I think that they've been bribed or blackmailed, or misled, or all three.
But if not,
I'll face that battle. You aren't alone, as much as if, I don't think that's the case, but if everyone you did know has turned their backs on you, you aren't alone.
neither are you, Bao.
I know.
I can't thank you enough for being able to keep a clear head through all of this. I know it can't have been easy. Even if it's what you've been doing your whole life.
I'm gonna go back to
Yeah.
Young Soo.
I was briefly at a loss for words.
She felt. Look, this is. My timing wasn't great, obviously, and I understand that. She felt, I guess, jilted, because I had time for an afternoon with someone else, but no time for her. She had flowers. Didn't say who they were for. But she was so angry and so direct, and the Kaiming I know, that's not how she expresses herself.
What did she say?
Youngsu relates the specifics that he might remember. I, Scott, don't have any specific words that stand out in my mind or phrases. Do you know what I mean?
That's strange. Were you holding her shoulder all that tightly?
Not really.
Yeah,
Then-
she said you're hurting me
Right,
when you put
right.
your hand on her shoulder.
I thought she just meant emotionally. But yeah, I wasn't hurting her. I don't think.
Injured in the shoulder.
Can't
Don't remember.
remember, unfortunately.
What do you think that's about?
So, I'm going to remind you
Thank you.
that I have described at various times Kaiming's back as flawless, as no marks,
That's right, yeah.
but I have described Sayla's back as scarred,
Damn.
as basically as messed up.
Yeah. What, I wonder? For another time. See.
Shark attack.
Unagi attack.
I don't know.
Huh. Thanks, Jai. It gives me some food for thought.
Good luck.
Thanks.
You know, when you tell now, maybe hope for a different outcome?
I think I'll just wait till I have a death wish.
You don't have one now.
Good point.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
And this is where Young Su will come out, as Bao is at a temporary loss for words.
His face is creased with thought and concern.
Young Sue, are you all right? I've never seen you
I'm
look
just
this way
thinking.
before.
I look
Oh,
concerned. Oh, I'm just thinking. Okay, oh, fuck you.
thought it was gas.
I thought it was good.
Oh, I thought it was.
God.
Right, well, shall we?
I don't think it'll still be open. But maybe there's a chance that the person who sold this Sayla or Taiming, the person who sold them the flowers,
The flowers.
maybe they're still working, maybe they're still there, and maybe there's something in that would help us find out where she was coming from. Maybe they saw something.
It's a great idea.
Hey, thanks.
Let's do it.
And Dawn actually knows where this is because
Oh shit!
because she asked Kai Ming where she got the flowers from, and she like vaguely told her.
Oh,
She
fun.
knows the general area.
Oh,
where it
okay.
is. Yeah.
It's useful. If it's night and they're closed, we'll
Yeah.
we'll come back
And
another
we're
time.
right fucked, aren't we?
Well, night is falling, but that doesn't mean that it's like night.
Right, that's good.
We can catch.
That makes a lot of sense. I'm proud of myself.
Very good.
Night's falling, but we can still catch it.
Yeah. We're gonna go and attempt to speak to the owner, the worker of this flower shop.
The flower shop is one that burns a little midnight oil. After all, there are some people who are coming home late when they shouldn't. They want to bring flowers to apologize for why they're late. And some of these flowers need some extra special attention before going to sleep at night. The florist looks like quite a bright young man. He's got a few cuts on his face. Clearly he's a little haphazard when it comes to shaving, and there's bandages around all of his fingers, which makes sense because as you walk up you notice that he has pricked himself on a thorn as doing
Buddy. Line of work.
Good evening.
Good evening. Hi. Hey.
Hi.
It's a little little blush.
A friend of ours earlier today brought us the most beautiful bouquet of flowers and mentioned that it came from you.
Sure, yeah.
Dawn describes the bouquet and then describes Kaiming/Sayla.
Oh, yes, I remember.
You remember her?
Yes, of course.
We're just trying to
Was she getting those flowers for you, handsome?
You know, It's a bit strange, but we don't know.
Oh.
She's being...
She said they were getting them for someone very special.
She said she hasn't. She's being very cagey about it, which is kind of fun.
Look, she's here often.
Really?
Yes.
When's the first time you saw her?
Oh, it would have been years ago.
Oh. And how regularly would you say that she visits?
I'd say I've seen her every 6 months or so for the past 10 years.
Oh.
Wow.
She started coming here when she was quite young.
Now, this is going to sound completely crazy, but she actually has a twin sister.
Really?
Yeah.
She never mentioned that.
No.
Maybe I've seen 2 of them.
Well, I mean, you've been seeing her every 6 months for 10 years. Do you think you would be able to tell if it was like really her or if it was her sister like playing a trick or something?
Well, you say that they're identical?
They are. One of them has been in a lot more battles than the other. Her back is like really injured. I think that's probably the one you've been seeing so often.
If you say so.
The other one loves making bubble tea.
I don't even know what bubble tea is.
That's fine.
Oh, it's delicious, is what it is. But
Is it?
yeah,
Why don't you tell me a little bit about it?
I will. Excuse me for a quick sec.
course.
And I kind of sidle up a little. Sorry.
I was
Just got
staring
the,
at a little.
I got the I hurt my eye. Sidles up. Look, I think you and I both know that the bouquet was probably for me, but she's being a little she's being a little coy about it, and frankly, I don't know.
Okay.
If she's been here a whole bunch over the last few years, we haven't known each other that long. She must have some sort of, I don't know. Does she have like a beau in town, do you think?
Oh. Well, I know why she's come here before.
Oh. If you tell me why she's come here before, maybe I can use that to my advantage.
Well, see, I know it's between you and me.
I won't tell a soul.
He kind of looks over at
I can
Without
no
like
noise.
mine zipping their lips and throwing away the key.
See, I always thought she was buying the flowers for someone else. Not to give to them from her, but so that... See, there's a big hot shot around here. Takata.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always bought flowers and then headed directly to where she lives. Sometimes she would have me go over there. Sometimes she'd even give me little messages that I had to drop off.
Little love notes, maybe?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, I don't know.
She's much older. And she's, not into...
Oh, right. I understand.
Yeah. But, yeah. No, I remember. And it was never at her home either.
At her home?
No.
Mysterious.
No, it's always called it her office, but it's just in the middle of another residential neighborhood.
Weird. Hey, I know you sell flowers, but like you must get a lot of people in here who want to know exactly the right bouquet for their beau.
Well, yeah, that's an important part of the job.
Exactly. You must know a little bit about romance.
Oh, I know a thing or two.
Buddy,
Yeah, buddy?
what if I surprised her? At this little office.
Oh.
What if I were to get the lay of the land first, just if some kind attractive soul was to maybe take me there and just let me know what was important to my friend.
Well, I can tell you this. The place that you're looking for, it's got the most beautiful rock garden that I've ever seen. But it's been overgrown. It used to be that the rock garden was tended to religiously,
Right.
and it hasn't for a long time. Maybe it was because she was sad about her fiance's passing.
Right.
He was the one who,
Ended it.
yeah.
Yeah, of course. You don't happen to have a little... That doesn't... It's not reflective of your life, is it? Little overgrown heart or anything?
I don't know what you mean,
Yeah.
champ.
Wanted to make sure that... Anyway. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah?
You want to see the place. He points in the right direction. You won't be able to miss it. The rock garden is unmistakable.
Hey. Thanks. Done me a real big favor. Oh. Oh, jeez. Oh, God. Error.
Yeah. I could do you another one.
Oh, yeah? What?
What are you up to tomorrow?
I'm leaving on an airship.
And what are you up to tonight?
There's like a glance back at these two.
I think we could have a lot of fun.
Hey, I'm just trying to survive
Would you
out
like to
here.
party?
Yeah.
Why don't you come by here? About an hour.
When you close up,
When I close up,
I don't make promises.
I like it better that way.
Yeah. Okay.
See you later, buddy.
Hope so. And then Young-Soo is going to swagger his way out of the flower shop and in the direction that was pointed in.
Don also goes in that direction.
Why do you keep hooking up with people in Fire Fountain City?
I'm really attractive, apparently. I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
So you just don't wear a shirt by accident?
It's cooler. Like it's like there's more airflow, you know?
When you get to the house,
Yeah. Okay. Great.
It's-
That was like, how did he not know?
it's dark, but there's a few stone sculptures outside in the front, and then there's clearly a pathway that leads around to the back. The stone sculptures out front are magnificent. They almost look like they defy what somebody could normally do using a chisel.
Mhm. He must have been very talented.
Right. Yeah.
You filled us in on all of this, right?
Oh my god, yeah, of
Okay,
course.
good.
Sorry, yes. Young-Soo's
Just
told
making
these
sure.
two.
I couldn't remember
be
if you
clear.
were like, I summarized it or not.
No. I can.
Okay.
Can you imagine if I was just like, I just wanted to look at this? Now, come on, everyone. We're gonna party.
Sweet rocks.
I wonder if they loved each other.
I think so.
Hard to believe that she would love anyone.
I wonder what losing someone you love so dearly to such a fate would do to you. I don't think she was maybe, pure at heart to begin with, but perhaps this tipped the scales.
Very sad. And I still don't think it justifies
Oh
her
no.
actions.
Oh no.
Come on. I think we might find something in there.
In the garden?
No. Psst. Extra dramatic.
You know, if you're caught, you're gonna be like killed.
I'm practically a dead man already.
That's true. You go first.
I go first. So I'm gonna make my
allows
way.
this.
Are you going in the front? Or are you going around through?
I'm going around to the back because we're doing the tool. We're going around first just to make
Go
sure
around to
there's
the
no one
back.
who's like spying.
You go around to the back. It's the yard is completely overrun with vine.
Huh, okay.
Not
No,
like
not
grass.
Oh.
No, yeah, spirit.
Well, I was.
Specifically,
Don't touch it yet.
No, it's overrun with vine.
Okay,
Vine
great.
across the entire backyard, with big leaves that are just like stretching out.
I'm gonna take sort of a look like through. Is it covering additional sort of like rock sculptures or statues like at the front?
No, it's all sand. It's like a Zen garden.
Oh, okay. Pretty sad.
There are like certain sculptures back here as well,
Mhm.
but it seems like it was just all sand on the ground here.
Turned my attention to the house. Dark, empty. Does there seem to be any signs of like movement inside?
So far, but it looks like you're assessing a situation.
Yeah. I'd say so. It's my creativity. All right.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's
What did you
Oh,
roll?
we can help
I rolled a 4.
Well, then you cannot be helped.
Yeah.
No.
Can't
But you
be
can ask a specific
Oh,
question.
you're right. And you know what? I'm going to anyway because I feel like it's useful.
Yeah. What question is it?
John, who or what here is most vulnerable to me?
Dan.
Okay. Good answer.
Yeah, I guess Bao currently has clout in this city.
So, can I use my move Wait and Listen? Never used it before.
Tell me.
Yeah, when you assess a situation while taking the time to use your extraordinary skills to absorb hidden or deep information, mark 1 fatigue, roll with focus instead of creativity, and become prepared.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Absolutely. You can.
Wow.
Cool.
So I guess presumably in the like it's assessing, but it's not just like a quick kind of like check it out. It's a like I'm going to really absorb.
That said, she's taking the time to look at all of the statues, but particularly the fact that she's now surrounded by sand, she finally feels like she's in her element for the first time in a really long time.
It's an element joke, folks.
Sand's an element. That is 10.
Well, there you go. You have assessed. And then what's the bonus that you get from your
So I
You are prepared.
I'm prepared. I mark a fatigue.
Yep. I
Which
will
I'm gonna
mark that for
do. And then I just wrote page 196, so I'm
What?
going to assume that there's other shit that I couldn't fit on this thing.
you. Bow's still sitting pretty at 0 fatigue, 0 condition.
Very nice.
Very good.
Somebody want to
Bao.
Somebody maybe want to guide and comfort.
Oh, no. It just says, yeah, when you. So I assume it's the regular rules of assess a situation.
Yeah, it just lets you do it without while rolling focus instead of
That makes sense.
Become prepared.
you
Yeah.
become prepared. So, you may ask 2 questions.
What here can I use to find Kaiming?
You can go in the house.
Okay. And.
So the door.
You can use a window or door.
What should I be on the lookout for?
A room on the 2nd floor.
Hey, ooh. Don relays this information.
Guys,
Look at.
I just feel we need to make sure that we're not being followed. That's all. Let's go. We're gonna try the back door.
So the door is locked. That is not that much of an impediment.
I say.
You have 2 benders who are with you who can do it, or you could just smash it.
I could, but if anyone wants to attempt to open this door in a way that's not quite so like, kicky.
No, all of you would have to break the
Oh, okay. Yeah, I suppose that's.
Yeah.
None of
Can't
you,
make a key out of
I
sand.
can't bend sand into the beep beep
you,
beep beep.
you could, but I don't think that you have the skills or training to straight up
Hmm.
pick a lock.
This
No,
is
that's
accurate. I've never been taught this.
So you could attempt to push your luck and to try to do it that way, or you can just kick the door.
I think that's what I'm gonna do then. And
So much for sneaking.
yeah, well, We might be on a clock here. The door is kicked open. Who's inside, and he's immediately looking for.
It's dusty in
kinds of
here.
life. Yeah.
Very dusty in here. It's like no one's been in here in a long time. There's various creepy crawlies that are skittering away as you come in.
Bao's gonna send an air blast down the. I assume this is a hallway or whatever. Like to send the dust and encourage the creepy crawlies to go to the far.
Couldn't Bao pick a lock with their tech training? If lockpicking was part of their training.
I don't think so. That's for the plebes.
Wow. The common criminal. I love that.
My money comes to me.
Yes.
I don't know why Bao became
People
Nancy
just
Drew.
open locks for me.
Yeah, of course. Sort of turning around and quickly whispering back to the other two. It was so weird that, that Sayla's. Anyway, not now.
Come on. We have to find her if she's here.
Ming, are you here?
We don't know who else is here.
Closes the back door behind them.
It's coming from the basement.
Oh!
Oh. There's also something on the second floor. I know it.
I'm just feeling it. Yeah, okay, sure.
No, I saw something.
Yeah.
The sand
Yeah.
tells me.
Where's the basement?
Below you.
Where's the door to the basement? Is there... No, that's a fair question. I asked it in a way that was a bit silly.
Yeah, where is the basement?
Brr.
Yeah.
It is down. Oh, okay.
There's a door that leads to a set of stairs that'll lead to the basement.
Might have been like a cellar or something.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
When you open the door, however, you see that there's definitely something lit. There's stairs that go down.
Is anyone coming? You all coming with me, or does someone want to keep watch in case this is some sort of horrible trap?
Staying at the top of the stairs
Mhm.
for now.
Okay. Yeah. I'll go with you.
Let's go.
And then the second floor.
We're creeping down the stairs.
Okay.
We got like 1 foot on the top stair, 1 foot on the landing. Sort of.
Oh, I'm searching for Kai Ming.
There's a lone bulb that's swinging
Up.
from a cord in the ceiling. Well, not swinging because it's
probably
stationary, but
yeah.
it's there. You see Kai Ming is tied and gagged off in the corner of a room that looks like it used to be a root cellar. There's a few jars nearby that have been cracked, and you see that the glass of one of them, there's pickles all over the ground, and the glass of one of them, Kevin's been trying to cut the ropes that are binding her, but they're very thick.
Yeah.
So she's only managed to make it part of the way through one of them. When she looks up, her eyes widen.
Here, come here. We thought you were upstairs. We thought you were with us, and oh god, okay. And we're just gonna try to undo the ropes, unbind. She's gagged, presumably in some way.
Yep.
And remove that gag.
Yeah, you
Yep. We're both working together on this.
You came.
Are you okay?
Yes. Yeah. Of course I am. You're here. Everything's gonna be fine. Bao?
That's
Just
okay.
upstairs.
Your sister took your place. She pretended to be you.
She's here?
Isn't
Isn't she the one who took you?
No,
Who did?
I don't know.
Okay.
I've let my guard down. They're gonna kick me out of the Kyoshi Warriors if they wouldn't for losing me. Never. I think they'll probably let this slide.
When they know all the other things that you've done, I'm sure it'll be okay. But yeah, your sister took your place. had us all convinced it was you. She turned on us. You turned on us.
Oh,
Yeah.
did I say anything particularly hurtful?
Oh no.
Yes.
Just like a little bump on the
badly, did I?
Well,
It's anything that
just
you know.
my-
It did make us
my head.
wonder if maybe there was something amiss.
Yeah.
What did I say?
Well,
No, Bao has it.
Bao has had the mirror scale this
Thank
whole
fuck.
time, which is wild.
Um,
What did you say? You said that you were really angry with me. You said that I should have not gone off to see someone else. You said that you had to.
I don't understand any of this.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So it's all water under the bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Look, the point is you're not working for Councilwoman Takata, and that's the key.
Why would I work for Councilwoman Takata?
Because your sister is, and I think you know that.
Well, I do now. Where's now?
well, looking for you.
Oh. Well, I guess maybe if we all stay in one place, then she'll know where to find us. But that's probably not a good idea. We're in the middle of a spooky house.
Yeah. We're gonna get out of here.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
And then tomorrow we have to leave.
Belle?
Yeah, we're going. But we're
You
venturing.
okay? You were in jail.
I was. You were captured.
I was.
You remember we planned to go on a date?
Yeah. Wait. No, wait. Hold on.
So out of character, no, this was not planned.
Okay. All right. Just making sure, because I know that...
Awful lot of double crossing
Sometimes
happening
we
here.
forget things and stuff also, so yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And you.
No. You want to go on a date with me?
I wanted to make sure it was you. Your sister was like, yeah, of course, totally.
She would. I was trying to take anybody she could.
Right.
Anybody. Yeah.
Just sisters being sisters.
Right.
I don't know. If,
Oh. Uh,
Let's
We-
get out of here.
yeah. We need to make a plan, but yes.
We're gonna check upstairs really quick.
really quick.
What way?
There's something here.
There's something here, but maybe it's somebody sleeping in a room or something. So we have to be really careful.
Got it.
I have a
If this
feeling,
is
but it,
Takata's old home, there will be something linking her to her husband.
It might be like a shrine.
okay. Very, very quietly.
Like, not like a spooky shrine, like a,
Oh.
a East Asian sort
Oh,
of
okay.
traditional little.
I was
like,
thinking Spooky
covered
Shrine to Co. or some shit.
Anyone
Creepy.
seen the Hitchcock movie Psycho? Go in that. Oh god.
Move,
In this essay,
mover.
the mover, yeah.
The Order Mover Nights.
Now do the
Weird stuff?
guard the foot of the staircase leading up now.
Dawn starts to climb the stairs as quietly as she can.
The house
Just
is
going with
creaky.
Yep. I mean, she's pretty good at walking on unsteady terrain.
I mean, yeah, that's true. But it's wood.
Yeah.
When you get to the top, you see that there's a couple of closed doors, all of which are covered in dust.
Okay, so it doesn't look like they've been opened recently.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
No one's been here in a long time.
Okay.
Except to eat coming into the basement.
Except to eat coming into the basement.
Okay. Let's start with this one. One to the left.
Good.
Okay.
Click. She uses the tunic that she's wearing to open the.
So it's not to like leave fingerprints.
Yeah,
and stuff?
it'll still show that it was open, but at least her fingerprints won't be on it.
You open it up, and inside, the first thing that you see is well, do you turn the lights on? Actually, I should ask.
So it would be pitch black. If it would be pitch black, otherwise, yes.
It's pretty dark up here. Yeah.
I'm not a
Yes.
firebender. Sorry.
Like us.
Damn it.
Like NPCs.
There's a mobile.
Oh, like for a baby?
Yeah. At the top, there's any number of small, precious stones that are hanging from wire above a crib. The crib has a one of those like rocking cribs. Right? You've seen. There's a dresser upon which there's a few photographs, which are covered in dust, so you can't see them at the moment. And there's a few toys on the ground, but that's it.
I'm gonna step inside and head over to the photographs and start wiping dust off of them.
Okay. You see a photograph of Takata, much younger, and a man who you don't recognize, who is got a. So Takata is there. She's wearing Fire Nation clothing. The man who's standing with her is wearing. I mean, these are black and white photographs, but is wearing a light-colored clothing that it looks more like wrapping clothing around. And Takata is cradling a small child, a baby. His hands are reaching up. Not clear the face. The man has his arms around Takata.
A baby. But Councilwoman Takata doesn't have a child that we know of. How much younger? Like, is it possible to tell from a glance? Like, are we talking 10 years ago? 20?
20.
I don't know how old
20
she
or
is,
so.
Like, okay. Exact or so, yeah. Okay. I'll check the other photographs just to see if there's any further kind of like. I imagine they're of this family.
None of the photographs show the baby any older than must be infancy. Like there's no photos of like the child having, grown larger. There's another photo of Takata as a young person, and another photo of the man.
And he doesn't look familiar at all. This guy.
Wrappings, like
Yeah.
like religious wrappings, robes.
I mean, clothing that you would expect somebody to wear, in not like a robe, but more like loose clothing that would have to be tied close to the body. But now that you mention it, the man does bear an awful resemblance to Don. And I think we'll end the session here.
Behold what I wrote about 5 minutes
I
prior.
know.
No.
I wrote, if she's my mom, I swear to God.
No. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no. I mean, my goodness gracious. Hey Don, there's something you know what? Actually, never mind. This isn't important. Nothing important here.
But that's okay. He probably had a kid with someone else, or had a picked him up once his baby mama died tragically of
Maybe get the baby
cancer,
with Co.
baby having
I'd almost rather that.
What are you? You're fucking half spirit? What the hell?
Yeah.
I didn't do that before
What did you
I forgot to push him outside.
Ah. That's so funny. God damn.
I got
So
So I'm gonna ask first of all, Elizabeth, what did you learn?
I learned that we may have encountered one of, at least, if not both, of Don's parents.
In photographic form.
Dun,
Whatever. Scott?
I learned that.
Both available here.
I learned that Thela took Kai Ming's place and betrayed us. Although she was already betrayed us, so it's not.
Yeah, I'm
that
not sure that
surprising.
counts as a betrayal.
Okay, it doesn't count as a betrayal.
I I learned that the mirror skill was on its way to Takata
Mm-hmm.
originally.
All right. I'm going to ask, did you stop a dangerous threat or solve a community problem?
We got Kaiming
Yes,
back.
Kaiming.
I don't know if I can.
She's not a community.
She's not a
problem.
community problem, and I don't think you stopped a
Okay,
dangerous
great.
threat.
That's
So
That's fair.
no.
Fair.
Did you guide a companion towards balance and/or end the session at your center?
No.
Nope, none of you did.
I did want to ask before we move on to the next part, John. My 3 prohibitions. One of them is never express great emotion. Which
She totally did.
I think she did. So would that?
Did you already have?
So you shifted me towards freedom.
Mhm.
And then if it's already underlined, cross it out. It doesn't mean anything for you to break it again. Wrote for this?
Was it already?
No, no, that
So
was
it is
just
now. Okay.
I don't
That means
think
that I
so.
have to shift you again, Liz.
no. You already shifted me
Oh, I
as soon as
shifted
it
you to
happened.
something else.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh
well, you're not
shit!
off the
I
edge
thought
yet.
that's why you were shifting me.
yeah. So
Oh dang.
I will
Okay.
shift you
That's the one.
again.
Breaking
You,
into
which means you're on the edge of glory.
Oh yeah. Hell
When
yeah.
you directly and openly. Okay, but then that's it, right? No.
Yeah, when you break a prohibition of your burden and tradition, mark a condition, shift
No.
your balance to. Oh, no, we're not doing that.
But what's the? Okay, that's weird.
We're not going to mark the condition in this case.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll deal with that at another.
Oof.
Because that's at the end of session, right? So that is separate. Interesting.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, then I also have to ask then, Liz, did you perform an action that was worthy of your role?
No.
Scott, did you make any headway towards taking down your adversary?
So it's like on the edge because I feel like we're assembling.
Of glory.
We're assembling people to make a play. We've learned something about Takata today. I would say yes. I think, but I'm happy to.
It's going to be your call. It's not mine.
Fair. So what's the phrasing here? Did you make progress towards your goal against your adversary? Yeah. I learned something about her that we can use against her.
You're going to put it that way. All right, you will.
Sorry,
you
Don.
will advance.
Shit,
We
dude.
use this to our advantage.
Yeah, well, you would know.
And did you make progress towards your family?
I learned something meaningful or important relating to the family. Yes, they are in fact divided. I had some secrets revealed about the family, so yes.
All right. Liz, do you want to highlight one of your fellow players' play?
Oh, okay.
I guess maybe she hates all.
No. Sorry, that was how do I choose? Kate with Bao. I mean, how they interacted with each member of their family, their mother, their father, and Jai, because you could see that you were subtly changing tactics for each interaction, and it was really cool. It was really like nuanced and awesome to watch.
I want to highlight Scott. Young-Soo spent a lot of this session in places that were not fantastic.
I mean, that is fair.
Whether that's in the room with Takata, whether that's, like just facing all these difficult situations. And I like the ways you navigated all of those different facets of that. And I really like your taking the moment to talk to Shiloh about it. And like sort of reestablishing that connection.
Yeah. It's an odd friendship they have. Yeah, that's cool. Thank you. Appreciate that. And I want to highlight Liz's play today. Liz, the conversation with Now Oda, beginning, it felt like a real great example of Dawn is like super overwhelmed. How is she managing it? And then being able to take advice. Because she's still, yes, she's a seeker, but part of her journey through life is like finding mentors, right? And like learning is such a big thing for her. So she was like listening to Now. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, there's a good balance in there.
Nowlands.
Balance. And I want to commend John for the messy sex lab. Just like, no, I think Kaisuke.
There's a lot of sexy labs that are messy. I just don't want any part of them.
I just don't like them. Yeah, exactly. Just a wonderful, quirky, fun character that feels very in line with the tone of the game and the show for sure. But also, I just feel like it was really well crafted and gave us insight into her world, like what she wants, in a way that I wasn't expecting. I was like, oh, I didn't think we were going to get to know this person, or that we already had. You know what I mean? Cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well,
Well.
then I'm forced to ask the three of you if there's anything that's going to be happening this week.
Whoa.
Way there.
I'll start and just say that I am not going to be streaming on my channel at all in the coming week. Oh no! For a couple of reasons, but I'm also like, I'm resetting because I have some thoughts about what might be coming up next, both for Method Madness on Tuesdays at 1800, this coming Tuesday, and Doomed, aka Scott Plays RPGs, on Saturday at 1700. Do stay tuned to the Discord. I'm going to be updating people on what they like and what I want to be doing. We'll find out. But I'm having a week off my channel. Yeah. Do you have plans?
No plans.
No plans? Plans?
Well, I tried a scrub check. I scrubbed it.
Oh no.
Holy fuck!
The thing
was
with
that?
Mario Maker is that when you do random levels, some of them are great and a lot of them are just a pain in the butt. So if you do a challenge where it's like you only get one try, if you die once you're out, you can only pause once, you can't skip, like
Yeah, that's tough.
too much randomness.
Rip.
Eh.
That's rough.
It was rough stuff.
Yeah.
People thought that I might be able to make 20 levels in a row, and I got 5.
That's good.
Yeah. Good. 1/4 of not being a scrub.
Well,
So I might try something like that again. We'll see. So the thing is, though, that because there aren't streams that are happening, I feel like it'd probably be a good time to throw out maybe a stream and maybe even a clinic hours. We'll see.
stream.
So yeah, we'll. I would definitely stay tuned to the Discord for this, because we don't want to leave you with nothing.
No, we hate that.
Yeah, there is no Punchy, but there is Drew Crew.
Yes,
So we
we're
are
not-
picking up again on Saturday.
Yeah, we're not ditching Drew Crew. That's for sure.
One and only.
The one and only.
And that means that next Sunday we will be back here, same time, same channel. It'll be the last time that we start at 1700. But next time, usual time. See you there.
It's our usual time to get the fuck out of here, and you know where we're going.
No. Whoop.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for following, subscribing, etc.
Thank you.